Quick content warning, we here at Zombies.com are not classified as family friendly, and our content is not meant for young viewers and or children. This video and stream may contain profanity, crude humor, and other humor that may be inappropriate for children under the age of 14. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, or in other words, listen to the man!
Don't let your kids watch it!
Hello, peeps. How do you do? I hope you are well. I'm in dire need of a nap. I've also got to figure out why my music stuff is so freaking loud. Because, like, it's stupid loud. $15 stream streak. Yo! Hello! Subscribed. Hey, get some hearts in the chat for everybody. I feel like I've probably missed a shit ton of stuff. I mean, let's just be real. I have missed a shit ton of stuff. Lord help me. Hi. Hearts in chat. How is everybody? Get hearts in chat for Kyle, for Fuzzy, for Dude of Dude. How do all you lovely peeps do? I hope you're well. Hi. I'm probably gonna be kind of all over the place today, cause, I've been gone a while. I'm really sorry I've been gone for so long. I've been losing my mind. Lord help me, I've been losing my mind, and I feel awful that I've been gone for so long. Hoenn, how are you? Get some hearts in the chat for Hoenn! It's been chaos. It's been nuts. There's a lot. There's a lot, yet not a lot at the same time, because everyone pretty much knows what happened if you've been following on the Discord, or if you've seen the post, you know what happened. But there's a lot. There's a lot in the fact that it's just a lot. Just a lot. How are you all? I'm not gonna lie, I've been terrified to come back, because I didn't know what I was gonna come back to, or what was gonna happen when I came back. Get some hearts in chat for Panda! I'm going to be missing shit left and right, and I'm sorry. I'm going to try to catch what I can. I have had a lot of stuff I was trying to work on before everything went sideways, and then everything went sideways really hard, really fast. So there's a lot of stuff that I haven't actually gotten done that I'd planned to get done. I have... To understand how off caliber my brain's been, oh my god, like, you'd have to super chat that. I read it a moment ago, I just blanked and didn't read it out loud. I appreciate it. Sorry, I still have a cough. It's not as bad as it used to be. Hearts in the chat, please. Jurassic Park. I've been watching Jurassic Park. I've been going through watching a lot of stuff from my childhood to kind of like get my brain to kind of like reset itself. And I've discovered a few things that I loved that I forgot I loved. To tell you like how off kilter my brain's been. More hearts in the chat? Oh Jesus! Hearts in chat for Midna, hearts in chat for Dude. Holy shit, hi! Apparently, Taco, Mia Streak, Alanna, Jeff the Landderp, and Spiffy all got subs on Twitch. I don't even have the thing up on, like, the Twitch side of things. Like, I've got it, but, like, I don't have, like... I'm using OBS for everything in one, like, condensed space so I can properly read everything and not miss anything like I normally do. Jesus Christ, hearts in the chat, please. Holy shit, okay. Where was I? That's been like my biggest problem is like remembering shit. I've been in brain fog mode a lot. Only a few months away from what? Jesus Christ, Panda. Thank you, dude and Kami. Lord help me. Hearts to check. Coffee to everybody, by the way, because I know it's been a while since we've had some coffee. Good Mass Effect. That new medicine tastes extremely acidic. Toast! How are you, friend? I saw you earlier in Kami's chat. How do you do? Wait, for 50 what? We've been here long enough to know that you should... Been here long enough that you should know we aren't going anywhere. We love you too much for that. Now we friendly break. No, I don't need that. I literally haven't done anything to earn that. I have been gone for like 2 weeks. Like, I've been here so sparsely, and I feel so bad. I've been here so sparsely, and I feel so bad. I've forgotten half the stuff I was working on. My brain has been so screwed up that, like, where, I can't remember where I put, there it is. I've been here my brain has been so off kilter that I haven't taken notes. I've tried to take notes, but like I forget my notebook. And like I finally had to do something. I had to take Alanna's advice, because Alanna was like, okay, so like go find a hobby you've been neglecting for too long and just go do that. To like get myself like somewhere back to normal. So I did that and started I did that and started watching cartoons. I started painting minis again and started watching cartoons. I'm very proud of this one though. I'm very much 5. This turned out really nice. The lighting here does not do it justice, but I gave it muscles. I'm very excited. I made Lord Zed look nice. No note taking. I would either forget my notebook or I'd forget my pen. And like I could type notes, but I don't remember type notes as well as I do like written notes. I need written notes. Otherwise I don't do things. And that's how bad it's been. I don't have written notes. Alanna! Yeah! I got, like... Honestly, I need to thank Alanna, because, like, if it wasn't for, like, Alanna being, like, go do thing, I'd probably be, like, a lot worse. Because, like... I was like, yeah, you know, I should probably do that. And, like, send updates. Between... There are so many peeps here. There are so many peeps here that I really need to thank for just, like, messaging me and reaching out on the regular. Like... like, dude, Panda, Blake, Kyle, just like, yo, like, we know stuff's rough right now, just checking in, just make sure you're okay. I really appreciated everyone, like, checking in on me. Because, like, I would just kind of, like, just disappear. And yeah, Hoed, it's Lord Zed. My bad guys always turn out better than my good guys. I got Lord Zed done, I finished the SPD team, and I've got Space primed, and I've got Dino Thunder primed to be painted. Zip for a hot second after my DVD updates. Got to launch on Steam to get my DLC on Switch, and got PC an update for some reason. Yeah, PC just had another update. Like, there was so much stuff that I was trying to finish What on earth is that? That's a neat little emote. That's cute. Danger dance emotes. That's fucking cute. Yeah, Nettie popping in with cute gifts. Like, I'm just... I've been all over. I feel so bad that I've been all over. I had stuff I was working on that, like, I had some notes for, but the notes were fucking incomplete. So, like... And I couldn't bring myself to work with stuff properly. I kept trying to. I found new tools and tech. I'm working on making new things, but mostly I gotta be real and honest with everybody. I want to get into everything that happened. I want to get into everything that happened and explain everything, and it's going to explain the next thing I'm going to say. As well as I apparently have something I need to read from Panda, from the community, that I will also do. I'm going to kind of like try to segment all this stuff out. I've put so much on my plate for streaming that we're going to do something that's going to seem a little off, but if you've been here long enough, this isn't that new to you. And I think that one, Alanna, was Dude. We're going to kind of do a hard reset. I've got new things I want to implement, but I have to go in and fix some stuff that's already here to implement it. Most of the new stuff I'm implementing is fixes for things. I'm not like adding anything like super new right now, because I've got there's a lot of shit needs fixing. So we're going to be going through and doing an update. A big update. And I'm essentially going to reboot a lot of shit here. And I'm going to explain why while I explain what's going on, what's been going on where I've been for anyone who might have missed it. But we're going to be there's a lot of shit that's going to be under construction for the next couple of weeks, because instead of just adding a shit ton of new stuff to my plate and trying to figure out everything I need to rework and rebuild or not rework and rebuild, that's the main focus. Instead of like adding a shit ton of new stuff and doing this, that I'm going to kind of start over, fix a lot of stuff that's needed fixing, like alerts and all that other kind of shit, and get a new base of bearings, basically. Because I kind of feel like that's needed to have like a new, like, we're rebuilding the foundation. We're rebuilding the foundation so I can get myself back into this properly, because I've been out of it for 2 weeks. And that doesn't seem like a long time, but that's a long time when everything that's been going on has been going on. And I was already kind of in and out before that 2-week span. I've seen parts of Project 06. I haven't seen a ton on it. I need to go in and look into more of that. But no, we're rebuilding parts of the foundation to kind of help get me back into the groove of things, but it's also to fix a lot of shit that's been broken for a while. So things may look a little weird and wonky for like the next... Throughout this week, stuff's going to be looking weird and wonky, because I'll be fixing it part by part to not overload myself. Because after having this long to kind of sit down, I've kind of learned how much I've overwhelmed myself and how much I was doing that to kind of overcompensate for dealing with emotions I don't understand how to process properly. So, where have I been? For anyone who doesn't know, my grandmother had been sick for a very long time. A very long time. And I have been my grandmother's caretaker on and off for many, many years. For many, many years. And over the last 2.5 years, I've been one of the main people taking care of my grandmother. For a while, I was the main person taking care of my grandmother with assistance from Mizu. Up until we moved here. And I was still going in and checking in on her and making sure she was okay and making sure everything was going okay. But after my move, Grandma went downhill really fast. We'd had a lot of up and downs with her, but after my move, she went downhill really fast, especially once November hit. Once November hit, her health started to deteriorate drastically, and by December, her vascular dementia had kicked off at such a pace where she could barely remember anyone or anything. And by the middle of January, she was getting to the point of severe hallucinations and almost getting to the point of being nonverbal. By the end of January, she was completely nonverbal. And then all my days run together. On the 23rd, my grandmother passed away. My grandmother passed away on the 23rd. And it was rough on everyone. We were all prepared. We knew it was coming. We knew that our time with her was short. We did think we had a little bit longer than we got with her. But we knew it was coming. But no matter how much you prepare for it, you're not prepared. Which I should know this by now. I've dealt with this enough times in my past to know this. But you're just still never ready for it. I'm finally to the point where I can talk about it and not completely come apart. Because I've been really unable to do a lot since all this went down. For a lot of people that don't know, my grandmother was not only someone that I took care of for a very long time in my life, but my grandmother was someone who meant a lot to me and taught me a lot. A lot of who I am today, I owe to my grandmother. A lot of my drive and determination, which is what keeps this channel running at the end of the day, is from my grandmother. I can give you a small story to kind of explain that a bit. For people who don't know, my grandmother was paralyzed down one side of her body due to strokes. And it was a pretty devastating thing. This happened before I was born, and when this happened to her, she was told she would never walk, she would never talk, she would never do anything ever again. She would basically just be a vegetable. And my grandmother didn't like hearing these things from her doctor and decided, you know what? Fuck that. Also, hello, Jamie. How are you? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna do it anyway. And my grandmother did. My grandmother could walk, though be it half her body didn't work. My grandmother could walk. My grandmother could drive up until the last 2 years of her life. She could drive. She talked and could talk better than most people. And used to do a lot of like contracting work and would handle contracts and stuff with for big companies and whatnot, and was deviously good at it. You couldn't tell her she couldn't do something. If you did, she was going to prove to you that she could do it. Where I got to learn this firsthand was as a teenager. I was sitting. It was right after class. It was right after school. I was sitting in my grandmother's living room, and I was playing the Mario Classics cartridge for the Game Boy Advance SP, and I had or the Game Boy Advance, and I had it on an SP. And I'm sitting here playing Mario. You know, just having a good old time. Just kind of derping around. And my grandmother looks at me and is like, "Boy, what are you doing? Why is your face glued to that screen?" It's like, "I'm playing Mario." It's like, it's no different than you watching TV all the time. It's like, "Well, bring me that and show me what you're doing." So I brought Grandma my Game Boy and I showed her Mario, which my grandmother had seen Mario. My grandmother was familiar with Mario. I didn't know at the time how familiar my grandmother was with Mario, but she'd seen it on the NES because we had an NES as kids. So she sees it, sees something she's familiar with, is like, "Oh, well, I want to play that." I kind of laughed. My grandmother has one working hand. My grandmother can't play Mario. You can't hold a Game Boy. But, fuck it. A humor grandma. Here you go. Handed her my Game Boy. She put the screen up like this so she could, like, basically, like, what we like to call, like, the eagle grip on to the Game Boy so she could play Mario. Immediately dies. And I laugh. Because, you know, it's like, haha, I told you so, you can't play Mario. Granted, remember, I was like 15, 16 at the time of saying this to my grandmother. I should have known better. But my grandmother keeps playing. Keeps dying, keeps starting over, and keeps playing. Every day I come over for like 2 weeks, my grandmother is constantly playing Mario. Until she does something that shocks me. My grandmother got to World 8-4, which is the end of Mario. And did it the long way. Didn't take shortcuts. Didn't take any of the warp zones. She got to 8-4 of Mario. It took her a few weeks of doing this. But one-handed, she got to the end. And another week later, my grandma beat Mario. I was floored by this. I have a very logical and analytical mind. My brain was like, this shouldn't be possible. I don't care how determined somebody is, this shouldn't be possible. You know, that's how that was. But something you always have to take into account is determination. She beat Mario. And it was on that day that I learned that there was nothing that my grandmother couldn't do. And by that logic, there shouldn't be anything that I can't do. A few years ago, I say a few years ago, but it's close to like six or 7 years ago by this point. My condition for my leg got worse. And I was told I should just basically go on disability. I should pretty much just stop what I'm doing and go on disability. And I sat there and I thought to myself that I have to be able to find something else I can do. Because I can't stand for super long periods of time. It fucks with my leg. I've gotten better about it over the years, but back then, it was really hard. I couldn't stand for super long periods of time because my leg was super fucked. But I sat there and thought to myself, I can still function. My grandmother never went on disability the entire time she was paralyzed. Never went on disability. Kept working. She found something she could do and kept doing it. So we turned streaming into a full-time thing. This became my job. Why? Because I could do this. I didn't need to go on disability because I still had something that I had enough knowledge on and knowledge of that I could do. Because the entire time I was thinking to myself, my grandmother can do all of this. My grandmother can keep going. My grandmother can do this. So if she can do this, why can't I? And I went and I talked to my grandma about it. And we both sat there and thought to ourselves what I could do. And we knew that I was good at this and that I had been doing well with it. So we thought, give it a shot. This was after I'd already been talking to my significant other about it and knowing all the chaos and havoc that would come with it and saying, okay, fuck it. We're going to try. But I was still doubtful on it until I went and talked to my grandmother about it. And she was like, well, if I can do this, why can't you do that? Give it a try. And if you fail, try again, try something else. Get back up and fight again. And the only time you should stop fighting is when you're dead. Keep going. Keep trying. Keep fighting. She looked at me and told me, until I can't work, to work as hard as I could. Leave everything else, leave the disability stuff for somebody else who needs it. Because I can still do it. And I agreed with that wholeheartedly. I've had this conversation before with you guys, but that's where it came from. It was because of her that I kept going. It was because of her that I stayed determined and that I kept trying. Every time I would try to do something new, and if it broke and it fucked up, I would go and I would talk to Grandma about the fact that it broke. Like, when I was trying to figure out the raid boss system for cards, when I was trying to figure out the card system itself, when we were just starting off with it, I would go to Grandma and be like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think this is going to work. And my grandma would look at me and was like, boy, you got engineer brain. You better find a way to make that work. You can figure out how to make that work. Your brain works in weird ways. You can make that work. I know you can make that work. You do weird shit all the time. You can make that work. And you can ask anybody who's met her. You can ask Shaman. You can ask Joel. You can ask Aderan. Aderan's met her. She was like that with everybody. And that's where a lot of my drive and determination came from. I watched my grandmother do things that should be impossible. It led to a lot of awkward moments in my life because there were many times where someone would tell me they couldn't do something and I couldn't understand why they couldn't do it. Because my grandmother was my base metric. If my grandmother could do it, anyone could do it. Which isn't always the case, and I know this now, but for a long time I would get into a lot of trouble because like people would say, I can't do something, and I'd be like, bitch, my grandma could do this, literally, why can't you? But that's where a lot of this comes from, and why it hit so hard, and why I disappeared for so long. When she died, I felt like part of my determination died with her. Because anytime I doubted myself, that's where I went. My grandmother didn't understand technology. My grandmother hated technology with a passion. Only occasionally liking it for video games. She even had some video games she played on her computer. She could play with just one hand and a mouse. But that was about it. That was her extent of technology. My grandmother did not like technology. Like, technology was to be relegated to games. Like playing solitaire on her tablet. Didn't even use it for watching videos or for reading anything. No, it was just play games. That's all technology was good for to her. But even with having absolutely no idea whatever I was talking about when I was making stuff, she would still push me and help me come up with a way to do something in a way that most people can't do. I go to people a lot when things go wrong. I go to people a lot when I don't understand how to do something and I can't figure it out. And a lot of people, no offense to anyone, but a lot of people just don't know how to deal with what is going on when I say I can't do something. They don't. A lot of, and I can't say much because I know, because like I've done it in the past myself too. A lot of people are just like, oh well, that sucks. I hope you figure that out. I try not to do that. I try to be like, oh, something broke, let's fix it. Let's learn how to fix it together. Let's go through the motions and do this together. But there are days where I'm just like, man, that sucks, buddy. And I get that a lot myself. My grandmother never once did that. My grandmother would try to figure it out, even if she understand zero concept of whatever the fuck it was I was talking about. And it's part of what's kept me lost a lot these last couple of years is my grandmother hasn't been able to do that. It's been hard for her to do that. So I had to be the one to take care of her. And I did to the best of my ability. My grandmother was one of the most well-respected people you will ever meet, or would ever meet. The funeral was insane. There were so many people. There were so many people I had never met. People who had the utmost respect for my grandmother. People from all walks of life showed up to pay their respects. My grandmother apparently left such a lasting impact on people that old boyfriends from her early adult years, as well as guys that wanted to date my grandmother back in her teens, showed up. Hell, we had a lot of people show up just because they didn't believe she died. Because, like, that was kind of the running gag with our family, was that our grandmother would outlive everybody. Because my grandmother survived so many things that when we would take her to the doctor and explain to the doctor her medical history, because that's what we would have to do, is give her medical history. We go to the doctor, and as we're explaining her medical history, we're going like, well, she survived 2 strokes, several seizures, and still occasionally has those. Survived at least 2 heart attacks. If I remember correctly, it was actually 4. I can't remember. Survived and beat cancer 3 times. Like, and we would tell them all this whole list of all the shit she lived through. Like, y'all think it's crazy that I've fucking survived drowning twice? Like, have died and got back up? My grandmother was a pro at it. I get it, honest. She was a lot better at getting back up than I am. We would tell the doctor this, and the doctor would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, when did she pass? It's like, oh no, she's out in the waiting room. You gotta see her. Lord help me. My grandma was crazy, man. And she could do crazy things. So we know where Z gets his zombie powers from. Yeah, it's gotta be grandma, man. It's gotta be grandma. And honestly, I still like what Artemis said, like, years ago, where Artemis said, it's that whole, like, barbarian berserker rage, like, you're so angry you can't die, because every time I've almost died, I came back mad, because I was mad about whatever the fuck took me out. See, that was my grandmother. She was mad. And anytime she was told she couldn't do anything, or anytime she was told basically she was dead, she was mad, so she got back up. The only thing I could think of what finally did her in was the fact that when her brain went, she couldn't be mad anymore. That's probably... my grandma was a living ball of angry and agitation. So that's gotta be what finally did her in. When she couldn't be mad anymore is when she finally... is when she finally said, just it, I'm done. Grandma Zombie's medical history as told by Z. I lived, bitch! That was kind of it, yeah! We had so many times where, like, we would get called to go to the hospital and the doctor would be like, we don't know if she's gonna make it. And we would just kind of laugh at the doctor and said, nah, she'll be fine. We'll be there to yell at her in a minute for scaring the hell out of us. And we'd show up, and the doctor's like, now you gotta be nice and calm with her, and da-da-da. We walk in the room, and she is yelling a storm, just like, I want to go home. Get me my clothes, get me my cane, get me my coffee, and get me the hell out of this hospital. That was the last time she had a heart attack. We got there, he's telling us she's some frail little old lady, and she is definitely not that. Ugh. So my grandmother was surviving cancer. Also my grandmother's burial, she got her Diet Coke to go. See, that's my grandma. My grandma liked regular Coke. She would yell at you if you had any other kind of flavor of Coke. She couldn't stand Diet Coke. She couldn't stand Coke Zero. None of it. You got to get that shit out of there. The 2 things she wanted in life was coffee and Coke. And she wanted both at the same time. Not same glass. She didn't ever want Coke in a glass. She'd get mad you put Coke in a glass. She needed Coke in a can. She needed her favorite mug of coffee. An Auburn mug screaming War Eagle with some coffee in it. That's all she wanted. That's all she needed to keep going. That's why I think 10 years now. Family just became numb to it after a while, only feeling the pain when we stop to think about her. There's been a lot of chaos that's been going on since she passed. The family is in complete chaos and disarray, because my grandmother was kind of the glue that helped a lot of us together. I want that G Fuel so bad right now, but I've missed so much time here, I can't afford it. But I want it so bad, because I love everything that's orange creamsicle flavored, and its tails. I want the whole thing with the cup and everything, but I can't even afford just the G Fuel itself right now. We're too broke for that right now. I know she's gonna be having a grand old time now. She's finally back with Grandpa. Probably chewing his damn ear off and yelling at him left and right for the fact that he died early. Because he died 7 years before she did. And I guarantee you, she is giving him an earful. I'm dreading how a lot of holidays and functions are going to go. Because my grandmother was kind of the glue that held all of that together. And I know that now that she's gone, I'm probably never going to see a lot of my family members again. Give you a review when I get it, and I'll drink it in your honor. You better, because I want to know all about it. I gotta live vicariously through you, so I can at least say I've got like the mental experience. So you better give it a full rundown, full flavor palette. My grandmother fought harder than anyone I will ever know. And it is because of Grandma that I fight as hard as I do. The mantra that I've had for years of believe in the me that believes in you. When you can't believe in yourself, believe in the me and those around you who believe in you. That comes from an anime. That comes from Gurren Lagann. But my grandmother is the one who made me believe that mantra. My grandmother's the one who made me believe that, because when I couldn't believe in myself, my grandmother and my grandfather believed in me probably more than anyone on this damn planet. Oh yeah, I got that at Christmas. You've been here? Yeah, I got that at Christmas. One of my coworkers from when I used to work at GameStop, he came up to visit. Because he moved several states away, he came up to visit for Christmas, and he gave me the Vader helmet because he'd bought it on a whim and not really thought about it. Because he's not a big Star Wars person, but he thought the helmet was cool. He is a Star Wars person, but he's not a Star Wars person like I am. And he knew I collected Power Ranger helmets, so he's like, that'll go great with your Power Ranger helmets. And he got me the Vader helmet. And he gave me that for Christmas. He'd had it sitting for a while. You've been here. Well, he has! It's like, usually I can note how long it's been since someone's been here when they notice something new. It's like, you haven't been here like a month, 2 months, 6 months. I can usually tell by when they recognize something. But Ant, I know, has been here. He's played Dead by Daylight with me since I've had this helmet. Because I got it like right before Christmas. And he's a moderator, so I know he's been here. And my last chat and chill, which actually wasn't that long ago, he was here to see the helmet. Granted, I know my chair blocks a lot of it. But no. When she died, it was a lot of chaos. We had people to call all over the U.S. We had family members from all over the U.S. we had to call and get a hold of. Anthony must be tired. Must be. There was a lot of chaos with that. And there was a lot of bickering and arguing. Not for my generation of peeps. Not me, my brother, sister, cousins. Not us. But above us. Jesus Christ, Kyle. Your watch streak is insane. So, because of that, I didn't get to grieve when everyone else got to grieve. I had to wait. I had to immediately get to work. I had to take care of everybody. I had to take care of everything. I had to make sure that everything was running at full capacity. I had to call people. I had to make sure people knew what was going on. I had to help with making sure everyone knew what they were going to say if they were going to come up and speak. I had to help with music. I had to redo and make a... I had to edit all the photos. I had to, like, all the photos for funeral. I had to do all of those for the funeral. Which I have one I can show you, actually. I have two I can show you. To show you how determined my grandmother was. This was my grandma. Not her, that's my aunt. The one right here in the middle, let me get this. The one right here in the middle, her. This is her after, what the hell? Come on. Don't mess with me right now. Let me shrink this down a little bit so everyone can see properly. This is my grandmother. About 7 months after her strokes. After she was told she was going to be a vegetable. This is her 7 months after that. No, I am not the executor of the estate. I am not. I did not want to be in that position. My mom is handling all of that. If I had stayed with my grandmother during all of the stuff that was going on, instead of moving and letting other members of the family take care of things that I could not, if I had stayed, then I probably would have been. But it is not a position that I wanted. It is not something I probably could have handled, if I'm completely honest. But no, this is my grandmother before I was born. You see that face? That kind of just like, aha! This was her first picture after her strokes. That's my aunt holding her cane. My grandma fought harder than anyone I know. and refuse to ever just sit down. Even though I know she's sitting in that picture, don't give me shit, you know what I mean? And this... I'll move this somewhere else real quick so I can do this right. So we'll find it. Where is it? There it is. And this is her with my grandfather. This is right after I was born. The adversity has said, nah, I'd win, and she did. You're damn right. And that man right there is my grandfather, which I have talked about him a lot. Now, my grandfather wasn't biologically related to me. He married my grandmother. He married my grandmother, I want to say it was like after the strokes, but he met her before the strokes. They were dating before the strokes. But he married her sometime after. Not long after, because they'd already planned to get married. Oh, Grandpa was like... Grandpa spoiled my grandma like nobody's business. Grandpa is how I learned how to treat your significant other. My grandpa, like, whatever Grandma wanted, Grandma got. And Grandpa would make sure it happened. But my grandpa also was a hell of a man. He didn't have to take care of any of us or be much of anything to any of us. But he was. I have a biological grandfather, and I have my grandpa right here. And my grandpa will always be my grandpa. He will always be the one that I will recognize as my grandfather. And he did everything with my grandma. They traveled all over the place. They went everywhere. They shared the memories. And my grandfather, anytime he was in the kitchen, he'd be singing about my grandma. He'd be singing about my grandma and how much he loved my grandma and how pretty he thought she was. He would serenade the whole house about my grandma whenever he was cooking something. Or anytime he made coffee for the two of them. These two are where my love for coffee came from. You can blame them. These are the two. This is where the coffee love comes from. Because almost no one else in my family drinks coffee like I do, aside from them. A lot of times when they were having bad mental days, that was how I would get them to kind of come back to normal. Would be I'd make them a cup of coffee. They'd smell it all the way down the hall. And that's what would kind of snap them back for a little while. But no, he would always sing about Grandma. Grandma's favorite holiday was Christmas. And because of that, it became Grandpa's favorite holiday. And the two of them literally made Christmas. They made Christmas. The whole house would change for the holidays. It would literally look like Santa's workshop because of these two. Because of how much they love the holiday and they love to make people happy. My grandmother was a very cantankerous and grumpy sounding person. So was my grandpa. They always sounded like they were agitated at something. And they would be the first, like, and they loved to argue. Not with each other, though, but they would argue with each other. But they loved to argue. They loved to debate, they loved to argue. So you'd always think they were grumpy. You'd always think, well, I don't know. But my grandmother would take in anybody. Anybody deserved a second shot. Anybody deserved to kind of, like, to be looked after. My grandma adopted any friend that came to the house. She adopted Shaman. She adopted Joel. She adopted Aderan for the little time he was there. How's it going, MT? Anytime I brought anybody home, she just looked at me and was like, well, you got company, so what are you cooking? What are you making today? Because if I brought anybody over, it became time to eat. You family now. Yeah. Lord, she had such a time with Joel, man. Joel's a picky eater. He doesn't eat a lot of different kinds of food. My grandma wants food made all the time. And she she loved my cooking. So anytime I had company over, that meant there had to be good food coming. And Joel wants to eat pizza. That's what Joel eats, is pizza. That's his thing. You can pay the man a pizza some days. He wants pizza. So while he stayed with us for like 2 weeks. That's all he wanted was pizza. And he drove my grandmother crazy. Oh, he drove her crazy. Because all that boy wanted was pizza. He would order his own pizza. It wasn't like he was like, oh, you gotta get. No, he would get his own pizza. He was completely content with just getting his own pizza and whatnot. But it would drive Grandma crazy. It's like she'd grab hold of my arm and it's like, Redmond, you gotta figure out something that boy will eat. We gotta make him something. Pepperoni pizza. That's it. Pepperoni pizza. Look at it. We discovered something for to eat. I discovered something for to eat. I found something in the Star Wars cookbook that Joel ate. He loved it. It was the Nerf kebabs. Papa John's. You get it from anywhere, but Papa John's what he wanted. And my grandmother hated Papa John's. But that's what he wanted. Oh. No, I didn't make Star Wars pizza. I found something to make for Joel that wasn't pizza. And that made Grandma insanely happy. Let me find, so I can find an image of it. It's from a cookbook that he bought me. There it is. It's posted on the Discord somewhere. Yep. This is what I made that, like, Joel would eat. And when I made that, Grandma was super excited. Little Caesar's my favorite from main chains of pizza. My all-time favorite is Lou Malnati's, local chain in Chicago. My favorite, like big chain is probably still Pizza Hut. That'll be the one probably till I die. Is that steak meat? Does it taste good? Actually, it's essentially it's hard to explain, but it is a Parmesan like meatball. It's a Parmesan meatball. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a Parmesan meatball, and that thing around it is bread. It's bread dough. Essentially, I made deconstructed hamburger on a kebab. That's what that is. Usually get Pizza Hut, but if we're more broke, it's Little Caesars. I mean, I like Little Caesars. I just like Pizza Hut a little bit more, but Little Caesars like right under there for me for that. And then we got Domino's, then we got Papa John's. I freaking love me some Little Caesars. Thought it was like lasagna on a skewer. Not quite. That's bread. It is essentially it is a cheesy bread that you make yourself, and you snake it along and you make a kebab out of it. It's actually insanely easy to make. It takes, it takes about 2 hours because you gotta like let the bread rise and all this that together and blah blah. It takes an hour. It takes an hour or two to like go from start to finish, from prep to letting the bread rest to making it and to cooking it. But like, it takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to make the whole thing. But it's still easy to make. It's not hard to make. What is pasta but a cousin to bread? I mean, honestly, meatball parm on a stick. You want to be real? That's essentially what that is. Grandma encouraged all my weird, like, nerdy cooking. Grandma loved the weird foods I'd make. She, like, her favorite cookbook I had was the Sonic one. For two reasons. One, she actually knew what Sonic the Hedgehog was because she remembered it from my childhood. But for two, she just liked the food in it because a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog food in the cookbooks, a lot of Americana kind of style food. I like Little Caesars for the price. They also have good stuff. Plus, they do. Man, I'm getting hungry. Okay, so don't yell at me. I have been eating. I probably have not been eating enough. Two reasons. One, I was sick during all of this, which made it worse. And two, it's hard to eat when you're depressed. But I did make sure I at least ate something every day. And I stay really hydrated. I drink more water than I have drunk in years. Because water was the easiest thing to get my hands on. I had a message from Shaman every day making sure I'd eaten something. So I did eat every day. I just probably didn't eat anywhere near enough. I dropped a pant size during all of this. Good to see you too, James. Guy James. I don't know why I called you James. I always call you Guy, but today my brain just read James. But as long as you have ate something to stay hydrated, you won't get the 3-shoe beating. Lord help me. I hate to admit it, but yeah, the Chinese herbal medicine worked. I hated it. It tastes awful. I hated it, but it did work. It helped soothe the throat. It didn't help me get my voice back any sooner. My voice, like, that was another reason why I stayed gone for so long, was I could not talk. I could not talk. I do. I have trouble staying in my streamer pitch in this pitch too long. It's kind of weird being back in this pitch because I haven't talked in this tone like the entire time that I've been gone. I haven't been able to register this voice at all. Yeah, Shaman, it was rough because I had to speak at the funeral and I couldn't hit the right registry. I had to drop back down and put my face right on top of the microphone because I couldn't keep my voice up. And it's still trying to crack like I'm going through fucking puberty. I'm glad you're back, but I have to go. Good night and take care, my friend. Have a wonderful night, dude, and thank you again. Favorite part of last time I visited was cooking with you, dude, and Kami. That was fun. It was chaos, but it was fun. See, I have a blast in the kitchen, and like that's like my favorite place to be at home. Keep forgetting that this is your YouTube voice. I wouldn't have guessed it. The reason why I use this voice is because of my normal registry. I have to be on top of the microphone like this for people to hear me. Because I keep the microphone, like, at the middle of my desk, so it's not in the way of my mouse or my keyboard. I have to keep the microphone, like, further back because of my... I just said that. My mouse and my keyboard are why I keep my microphone so far away from my face. Otherwise, I have to be, like, right on top of it because people won't hear me talk otherwise. But this is the normal voice. This is how I talk when I'm, like, just at home, just doing whatever. So yeah, this is this weird low voice that I fucking hate hearing when I have to listen to myself in the microphone or anything like that. This is the normal voice. I hate hearing the other one too, but like at least I can disassociate the other one so because it's not what I normally use. But yeah, no, it trips my roommates out a lot because, like, they had never heard the streamer voice until they would hear me streaming. And the first couple times it happened, they thought someone else was in my office. They didn't know it was me in the office. But yeah, no, this is my comfortable spot. This is where my voice sits normal. That was the one thing that my grandma actually hated about my streaming, was that I had to use my theater voice or my streaming voice to stream. She did not like that voice. She liked my normal voice. She liked my low tone. This is what she wanted to hear. She would get on to me all the time that I wasn't using this voice to, like, do stuff. It's like having phone calls versus normal. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you have, like, especially if you work retail, if you have a retail voice or if you have, like, an on the phone voice, that's the difference. So yeah, for me to, like, be able to be heard at all, I have to have the microphone, like, right here, or I have to lean into my microphone. Because if I put my microphone all the way back here where it normally sits, it gets a lot softer and it gets a lot quieter and it probably gets a lot more difficult to hear, especially if I have music going or if I have a game going or anything else. It's usually the fastest complaint I get is I can't hear you. I have other reasons why I got stuck in the higher pitched voice for a long time that has to do with something else I'm not going to get into, but like a lot of it's just so I can project properly so people can hear me. But this is so much more comfortable. I don't feel like I'm having to do anything for my voice to talk like this. I don't have to sit there and tense up my vocal cords at all or anything else. I can just, just talk and just I can be more like me right here. This is me. I dreaded the first time I ever broke this voice out on stream. I thought everyone was going to hate it, and I did not want anybody to ever hear it for the longest time. Because, like, I get accused of, like, sounding like an anime villain a lot. I get accused of, like, sounding like an anime villain, or, like, I'm trying to be a bad guy, or a plethora of other things. And I'm just like, no, this is me. I'm sorry. I'm a little dull and monotone. I felt bad when Panda came down for the first time, because Panda, for one, had trouble hearing this voice a lot because it's so low. But then to top it off, like, I don't sound anywhere near as excited in person as I do on stream. Because it's so, like, they were constantly wondering if, like, I was having fun while hanging out with them, and I'm like, yeah, Panda, I'm having a fun time, it's okay, just, I am so much more low energy unless I'm stressed or on stream. And, like, that's another thing. It's easier to laugh with this voice. Like, y'all hear me laugh all the time on stream, and if I'm laughing in that high-pitched voice, I cough a lot because my muscles are constrained in my throat So that's why you hear me cough a lot when I laugh. If I laugh in a normal voice, I never fucking cough. But yeah, no. So a lot of chaos happened. Everything went sideways. We held the funeral for Grandma, and then we had to do a lot of work in the house. Kind of start prepping things, getting stuff where it needs to go, getting a hold of people that stuff needs to go to, so on and so forth. Also, to be fair, I had the hardest time in the mall hearing you. Yeah, you can tell if I'm comfortable around you because I'll use my normal voice a lot. So at least you know I'm comfortable around you if you hear the normal voice. But the problem is that, like, it gets difficult for you to understand what I'm saying. And see, I'm used to my dad being hard of hearing because he was completely deaf in one ear. And I would still talk in this tone, but I would make sure my dad could see me talking or he could see my hands. Because I speak a little, I can do a little bit of ASL, and my dad can read lips, or could read lips. So I didn't matter what tone I was talking in, as long as he could see me, he could talk. And so that was fine. And I hadn't had to do that in a while, so like I forgot that when I was walking through the Mall of Panda. But yeah. So everything went to chaos. After the funeral, there was even more chaos and having to organize stuff and get stuff sent places. Make sure people that were supposed to get certain things got certain things, while also having to like deal with all the paperwork. Death equals a horrendous amount of paperwork and contacting things and canceling things and cutting things off and moving things over into other names, and it's just insane. So I've been dealing with a lot of that and help remember that may have been forgotten and so on and so forth. And it was just after the funeral when everything finally kicked in for me, where I was finally able to grieve. And I just kind of just disappeared for a while, which I'm sorry that I disappeared. I'm not good at handling these kinds of things. But I had a lot of time to kind of like also self-reflect on stuff. Which is why we're going to be doing the channel restructure. Why everything's going to be flipped around, as I've had to kind of go through and do that. How's it going, Mr. Daytona? How are you? I hope you are well. Part of the restructuring is coming because I've kind of been lost for a long time. I've talked about that on and off a couple of times. This just got randomly recommended to you. Wow, this is quite the one to get recommended out of nowhere. I've been gone for a while. We were dealing with the passing of my grandmother. And it's kind of bizarre that this is what it's sitting out and recommending to people. But I welcome you anyway. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're having a good day. I'm sorry that you're coming in on kind of on a somber stream. But I hope everyone hopes you're well. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that things are going well for you. And if you stick around, I hope you get to see lots of cool stuff. This is not the norm. I'm not normally... We do sit and talk a lot. Don't get me wrong. We sit and talk a lot. But like, I play games. I usually play games. So if you like games, especially like spooky games, or weird games, or Monster Hunter, you'll fit in nice around here. But if this is If this isn't your cat jam, I also completely understand that, but I appreciate you coming in. I love the curiosity, and I appreciate that very much. So this is the only time I see you. I'm glad I met you today. And if I get to see you more often, I'll be excited to see you more. So to continue where I was, in thinking about everything that has happened, in thinking about all the things I used to do with my grandmother and talk with my grandmother about, and every time that I used to be lost, going to her and talking to her and figuring out new things, I'll admit there was a moment there where it's just, well, what do I do now? And I had an idea. I've said this before. I've said it before, I've said it many times. But I kind of believe it now, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm gonna do what I want. And I'm gonna take whatever it is that I want, and I'm gonna make it as entertaining for you guys as I possibly can. This includes things like Monster Hunter. This includes things like Splatoon, Dead by Daylight, and other weird things that I love to play. So you do Dead by Daylight stuff. I like Dead by Daylight stuff. I'm also very familiar with GWX and his situation. So those two things might be why you got recommended to me. Anyway, stay strong. I know what it's like to lose a grandparent. It's a rough feeling. It's one I'm sadly not new to. This was my last grandparent. GWX. Why does that sound familiar? GWX. GWX. Oh. Okay, I've got like. Okay, so taking it off the rails for a minute. Fuck that guy. I don't do that. I'm not that guy. We don't do that? No. Specifically, fuck that guy. Wait. I'm actually working on doing something else with this. I don't like doing these videos, but I've got another one I have to do. It is coming. I'm just compiling everything. But go ahead and issue this out for everybody right now. Just so everyone knows that this is a thing, and because it needs to be stated. Okay, so for everybody who doesn't know who that is, I have a video out on them that's old now. It's a couple years old. But there's another one that has to happen. I don't like it. I don't like to have to do another one, but I have to do another one. The reason why I have to do another one is because they've come back. They have a different name. And I have another thing I have to do about the fact that they've come back. They've come back 4 or 5 times, and they've managed to get nerfed fairly quickly. But this last one hasn't, and it went under a lot of people's radar. And I got the information about it. I've had a lot of messages come through about it. I know a lot of people probably think I've ignored it, but I have not. I've been talking with people. I've been compiling evidence to make sure, because I had to be 100% certain that I didn't just fire off on somebody and be wrong. Because it's very heinous and very big things that they've been accused of. And I have to make sure that if I hit somebody who we think is them, that I know without a shadow of a doubt, without any doubt in my mind, that that's who it is. And after doing a lot of research, getting a lot of information, and also sitting in on a few bits and pieces of their content, yes, it is them. They have come back. And there will be a thing about it soon. I just need to make sure I have all the evidence compiled. And I need to make sure I've got it. I got a very strong and heavy hit on it to make sure that I don't just fuck shit up with that. You should know who that is. So completely off topic. Yeah. It's Mario Party Hero. We'll be doing something about that later. I just need to make sure that when I do, I don't go in half-cocked. Found a new really fun Wraith build. Didn't really find it, but I saw it on Twitter. I've got a fun one for you. This is best for Wesker, but I've been using it on Nemesis. I sent it to Panda. I think I sent it to Panda. Did I send it to Panda? I think I sent it to Panda. Because, like, this is a mean build, but it's fucking hilarious. And I used it, and it's so much fun. Where was it? Hey, do you remember that build I sent you? Oh, I may not have actually sent that to you. I may have sent that to Mizu. Also, hello, Mizu. How do you do? Because this one is, like, stupid. This one is technically one that if I ran into, I would be screwed as a survivor. Because it's a skill check build. So you really like Power Rangers? Did you get them in Fortnite? I did. I was gifted them by Panda here in chat, actually. I'm a massive Power Rangers fan. I'm a massive Power Rangers nerd. Even play the Power Rangers board game and everything. Which I paint my own figures for. Yeah, absolutely had to get that. Had to have it. Obsessed over it. But to what I was talking about earlier. From, like, one of your Chinese dramas, or from, like, a real life drama? Chinese drama. Well, come here. We'll give you love. We'll give you love. When Mega Man Transformers crossover was so bad. They did a crossover with Transformers. I have Bumblebee and Megatron from that. Tab a load up Fortnite right now. Like, OZ was like that. Bam. There's a set I really want right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. Figure out why the Moon Lord is angry in Terraria. He's Cthulhu and he can't date C. You'd probably know it the second you saw it. Come here. Give Wuff. How you do, Wuff? Say hello to everybody. You okay? Huh? You'll be okay, baby. So look at everybody. Everyone's decided to see you too. Don't chomp on my eyelid. My eyebrow. I love you, but no. I'm not a snack.
When I was at work today, I saw there was a girl that I had to take care of. Had like Pokemon pins all over her jacket.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Balls.
And I even had like the two little
Dreepies?
the little Dreepies just like dangling from
That's
the sides.
cute. I do not need gifts. I appreciate, but I do not need gifts. I appreciate.
She also had pins from a certain artist off Etsy who apparently decided to do a Pokemon Animal Crossing crossover.
Oh lord.
So they drew like all the dragon looking Pokemons like Giratina and those ones
Mm-hmm.
on feeties.
On feeties?
On feeties.
What do you mean on feeties?
Let me see if I can actually find it.
I feel like I should be afraid of this.
Oh, they basically like drew them Animal Crossing character style.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that crossover, but let me see if I can find it.
Oh, so you did like Pokemon's Animal Crossing. So they have feeties. They have like Animal Crossing stuff. That's
Basically.
cute. I would love that.
But apparently
Hearts in chat for Panda. You don't have to be doing that. I appreciate, but I'm mostly here to just like explain what's happened and what's coming next. Because I feel bad because I've been like gone for so long. But hearts to chat. So what's coming? 'Cause that's what I keep like getting distracted by because like my brain's just. I've decided that I'm going. I'm going to be doing more of what I want. And just... Look, okay, this is my job. This is what I do for a living. So I'm supposed to worry about numbers. I'm supposed to worry about all that shit. But let's be real. Fuck that shit. Fuck the numbers. I'm going to play what I want. Play with who I want. And I'm going to talk about what I want. I'm warning you guys. I have to warn you guys. It's been kind of bad. I blame Mizu. Mizu's where this started. Mizu got this... You know exactly what you did.
关我啥事儿？我妈的，我躺着也中枪我。
No, you did. You did do thing.
You told me to come in, not to
Not
to throw me under the bus.
I'm gonna give you the warning. I'm gonna be talking a lot about cartoons. Old cartoons. I've been deep diving hard into old cartoons. Lord help me. I need to make a video about it just because I've always wanted to do videos on this kind of thing. I've even talked about it for years. It's why I was going to do video game lore deep dives, was because I just felt like enough people do this. But fuck it, I'm at least going to talk about it on stream. Where I'm going to talk about cartoons. I'm going to fucking talk about cartoons. By the way, you should be proud. I'm learning and understanding way more of what you're saying to me now when you do that. Oh yeah, I'd be all about that life. I want those.
Oh, piece of avocado. I'm so
Me. But no, like,
you.
yeah, I love that one. But no, like, Lord help you guys when I start talking, because I'm going to be talking about one, because like I've already gone through this whole rant with Mizu, so she can already tell you how rough it is. I went on a whole ranting tirade about the What a Cartoon Show. Hmm? Huh? What'd you find? Oh? Another good.
There's a Ghibli fest in Texas.
Bro, it's gonna be something in the salt of cartoons. Lord help me. Old cartoons for long content would be epic. Okay, so like, I have an idea for the What a Cartoon Show in my head. So like, do you know what the What a Cartoon Show is? Do y'all know what that is? I want to know. Because I've got that shit locked and loaded in my mind right now. You don't understand. Yeah or nay, you know what it is. I gotta know. I gotta know before I go on this rant here. No, okay. Okay, so, What a Cartoon Show. The What a Cartoon Show aired, like, I would have to double check to make sure I had the exact timing, but it was like 94 or 95. Opposite of regular show. Huh? The What a Cartoon Show was a cartoon show that would pop in on Cartoon Network. It had a grand total of 16 episodes.
95.
Huh? 95. So apparently it started in 95. It had a total of 16 episodes that aired from the time frame of 95 to like...
2002.
I was getting there.
I'm not sure I help you out. I'm gonna go back to bed.
No, I give up. But no, to 2022. And...
2002.
Huh? Or 2002, yeah, 2022.
It's like, damn, 2022?
Yeah, no, to 2002. Had 16 episodes that aired. And what this show was for was it would have a bunch of, like, short cartoons. It was used as a tester to kind of gauge what people wanted to see from cartoons on Cartoon Network. And it would air shorts from people like Genndy Tartakovsky and many other creators. These shorts would lead to other cartoons. They would lead to what we would get as full-fledged cartoons. They would even have events where they would show the What a Cartoon Show and then have viewers vote on what they wanted to see and what they wanted made into a cartoon. And because of the What a Cartoon Show, we got Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Powerpuff Girls, I Am Weasel. That's Nickelodeon stuff. I like that one though, because that was Rugrats. I Am Weasel, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Mike, Lou, and Og, which no one remembers Mike, Lou, and Og, and it bothers me. Sheep in the Big City, Codename Kids Next Door was one that I remember heavily being voted on. Whatever Happened to Robot Jones, which was for a little while classified as lost media and was finally found again. And The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne. For a lot of these, they would do a cross combination of the What a Cartoon Show as well as a parent show. So like, Cow and Chicken were made by Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel were made by the same creator. So they would put those as one cartoon together, with Cow and Chicken being the main cartoon, and then I Am Weasel being like a short that would happen in between episodes. If it was doing really popular, it would offer the creator a chance to throw a short for it into the What a Cartoon Show. And if it did well, bam, we would actually get that as a separate cartoon. I've gone so far into this, into my brain, and how much stuff I've gone over and watched. Powerpuff Girls was in this thing twice. Had 2 shorts go through this before it wound up actually becoming a show. But I've deep dived so heavily into this that I have every show from Cartoon Network and their fucking spin-offs. Like, we had Dexter's Laboratory, which tried to do a spin-off for their superhero show as well as Dial M for Monkey. Neither of these completely got off the ground. With Cow and Chicken, we got I Am Weasel as a spin-off. With Evil Concarnate and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, they used to be one show called Grim and Evil. And they split into 2 different shows because they were both received very well. All these Warner Brothers shows remind me of Multiverses and how that game flopped. I was sad that game flopped. Love that show. Larry and Steve didn't work out, but got reworked in the family. Yes! Yes, it did! Larry and Steve was the predecessor to Family Guy. Larry and Steve was essentially Peter Griffin and Brian Griffin. Peter the human and the dog. Both characters voiced, again, by Seth MacFarlane. There were a lot of shows that started on the What a Cartoon Show for other channels that got reworked into different shows, like Larry and Steve becoming Family Guy, as well as several other shows got reworked for this. And I could deep dive this hard. What's up, baby? What? What did you find? Wow. We'll have to look into that. Okay, so Cap and Mikey, that was Nickelodeon, and that was 2000s. 2000s to 2010s, if I remember correctly, for Cap and Mikey. My brother was the Nickelodeon kid. I watched a lot of Nickelodeon stuff, but most of my Nickelodeon stuff was like 90s and very early 2000s, and then I just kind of dipped off and went back to Cartoon Network. But I have seen some of Cap and Mikey. But like this is what I want to talk about. This is the kind of stuff I want to do, where I want to go through like and just rant about the stupid amounts of history I know about cartoons, because cartoons and Power Rangers and some horror things are the only things I know better than video games, and I know them a lot better than video games. And this is coming from someone who like does nothing but video games. I can talk about cartoons all day, so be prepared during live streams. I'm going to be testing out segments where I talk about shit like this. If it does well, I might do something with it. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything right now, just because I have a lot of stuff to rebuild. But there's so much stuff I want to talk about. Cap Mikey got thrown on the Nicktoons channel where Nickelodeon shows go to die. Yep. Cap and Mikey did. They did the same thing to Lord, they did the same thing to so many cartoons. Invader Zim was a lot of cartoons went that way. Cat Scratch. Set up and go for the next thing. But no, so what's coming? I'm going to do a lot more just kind of doing what I want, but fully doing what I want. Playing what I want, playing it when I want, and how I want to. There's going to be some schedule changes on what games get played when to better fit with that. Because fuck it. Some days I just want to play Dead by Daylight and play Killer, and I don't get to do that. So we're going to have days where I do that. We're going to have more Monster Hunter, because I've talked about wanting to do more Monster Hunter. We're going to have weird indie shit in RPGs, because I haven't gotten a chance to do that, and I really want to fucking work my voice acting chops on this shit. Hard. I'm going to go back to talking about shit that I like. 'Cause that's what I used to do, was just rant about random shit that had nothing to do with the game I was playing. Like talking about cartoons. I want to go through the fucking history of cartoons. Or explain shit like, now that everyone's talking about Primal because Primal Season 3 came out, most people don't know that also being made by Genndy Tartakovsky, the same guy who made Dexter's Laboratory, that caveman Spear has actual, like, he's tied to Dexter's Lab. You notice that he knows how to make fire? He learned to make fire in a Dexter's Lab episode. There's an entire episode dedicated to Dexter bringing him into the future and scaring the flying fuck out of him and sending him back while also teaching him all about fire. I want to talk about weird shit. Since I didn't watch Ren and Stimpy growing up, I did. My dad hated it. You should make DVD videos, not gonna lie. Okay, so like the person here who really needs to make DVD videos is Panda. Panda needs to make DVD videos. Like hardcore Panda needs to make DVD videos. Because Panda's a million times better at DVD than I am. And I play with Panda all the time. So like, Panda could probably do it better than anyone I know. But I have had the thought every once in a while. But like, I went through like the whole deep dive of like Cartoon Network cartoons recently. Ranting on a completely irrelevant topic while playing a game makes the most in-depth combos ever. Do you want to know what? That's exactly, that is exactly right. And I haven't been doing that. What I used to do was I used to sit there and say, okay, what am I obsessed with today? What am I doing today? What am I listening to while building something for stream? What am I doing? What am I watching while building something for stream? What am I watching while cooking today? What am I watching while on my walk today? And then I would talk about it and rant about it for like 30 minutes to an hour in the middle of the stream. I would write it down so I would remember to go look it up. To anybody that fucking remembers the Maid Wars rant and how chaotic that got, fuck, I think I have that shit still written down. Because I had to write all that shit down. Watch out, baby. Ow! Balls! Wrong book. Where is the Chrome Brain book? Wrong book. I have too many notebooks! Ah! Are you Chrome Brain? No, you're Power Rangers. Where's Chrome book? Chrome book? Crow book. See if I still have that rant. It's like I wrote all that shit down because I had to. Because this anime was so fucking off the walls. Lord help me. Wait a minute. I also have one for Night of the Living Cat I need to fucking go through apparently. It's like here, I'll give you a taste of how this fucking shit used to go. Yeah, okay, so like I wrote all this shit down because I had to. Okay, so anime in question, Maid Wars, starts with an old maid death. Then meet Protag. This is all episode 1, mind you. This is all episode 1. Then meet Protag, who's excited to see maids everywhere. All maids have animal ears that seem to show the cafe they belong to. New girl is too excited to be a maid. What the fuck? Why are you excited for this? Outfit is pig themed when she gets to the cafe. Second new girl is 35 and is looked down on because she's an older maid. Veterans mask to be maids. Older maid scares patrons. Newbie is too excited and goes overboard. Breaks things constantly. Owner shows up and is violent. Owner makes newbie do a job to deliver a letter. Older maid gets a special order from the ramen shop. Main characters are sent to Bunny Cafe. They see a maid being forced to cut her hair, similar to a mob boss forcing a failure to cut a finger. She acts like she's paying. Gets pigtail cut off. Screams like she lost said finger. What the fuck is this mechanic? Newbie gives letter. It's an insult declaration of war. It's an insulting declaration of war. Noob is shocked. Boss acts calm, then slaps the noob into next Tuesday. Now sees this is not what she signed up for. Noob is struck repeatedly while being a bully. Older maid fucking shoots the bunny in the head. Blood pours like a spout many times. Fucking funny as shit. New girl is drenched and is traumatized. Everyone is in shock, especially the new girl. They leave. Bunnies give chase, armed to the fucking teeth, are pissed. Maid musical number ensues and chase begins. Gunshots in fucking beat from fucking bunnies. Older maid shot in the arm, doesn't fucking flinch. Kicks fucking ass, steals a gun, starts dual wielding like it's fucking splat dualies. Also in beat. Doing dancing gun katas, swinging guns around and shooting people like a fucking madman at a fucking Miku concert waving glow sticks. All bunnies die. New girl traumatized while Peppy Maid's song plays. Fucking gun dance. Knives are goddamn glow sticks. That's the end of episode 1. That's the kind of fucking rants that need to fucking happen. That's what I miss doing. That's what you're gonna have to expect because, Lord, I started writing down fucking bullshit for fucking anime. I have one for Night of the Living Dead too, or Night of the Living Cat as well. Lord help me, that shit fucking slaps. Huh? You always like the glitter rant. Fuck glitter, it's art herpes. Glitter is a herpes of the art world, and I will not be swayed. Sort of me gets sniped, and the captions like, me when I'm on the verge of breakdown at work, but gotta lock in. That's the exact one.
You know the best part of that glitter rant? The first time I saw you talking about it. Okay, so like this was when you were still like ASO, right? I just randomly walked in one day because I was bored to hell and back at work. And I just saw you ranting about glitter while you were surrounded by like 5 other customers.
Just going on a complete ranting tirade of how glitter was the herpes of the art world. Yep.
And I'm just like, the fuck is going on?
Lord help me. So Night of the Living Cat, or Night of the Living Cat. Shit starts, like, I'm just reading you what I wrote down for this. Shit starts off wild. Main team is running from something. It's a cat horde. Why run from cats? Biggest guy falls. Tells others to run. Leave without me. Cats lick him. What the fuck? He becomes a cute cat. Theme plays. It's an acid my fucking phone meows, goddamn. Theme plays. Acid trip from hell. Dancing cats in the sky. Okay, we're good with this. Find world is overtaken by cats due to NN virus. 90% of peeps own cats in this world. Things look bleak as shit because since everyone owns cats, cats get infected, turn humans into cats. Second tank-built man is almost hypnotized by cats. He fucking loves cats. Tons of cat facts inbound. Cats can shift organs to fit into small gaps. Cat's water hatred explained. Cat's fur absorbs water, making it stick to their bodies. Cats' ancestors being desert animals, wet furs wound up spelling death for cats at night where they would freeze to death. Tank dude hates making cats hate him. They even check car like we do in winter to avoid harming cats. First tank dude apparently retains some info of the past and offers his belly to our heroes as they flee. Main tank dude history revealed as we go back to how the story began. He has no memories, but upon seeing a cat reveals the one thing he knows, everything fucking about cats. He gets a job at a cat cafe. All patrons of cafe are muscle peeps that adore cats, or peeps that look really shady. Sleazy guy comes in, acts hella weird. He's our first infected, turns into a fucking cat. Everyone freaks. All the cafe cats lick him to help and wind up getting infected in the process and start changing the patrons into more cats. Rules of infection unclear. Some change when licked, others change just when touched. Shop owner gets infected. Sad moment. Ending credits is cute and gives new info on cats. This is what I was doing. I would watch the first episode of an anime, and if it was wild as shit, I'd go back, watch it one more time, write an entire fucking thing, a list on it. I had one for Don, and I ranted that one out too, but it's in a different notebook. I have one for Genosha I need to fucking go off on, but it's in another notebook. Genosha's a fucking phenomenal one. Night of the Glitter Cat was freaking funny as freak. I love Night of the Living Cat. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. It's a must watch. It has, if you're a Dead by Daylight fan, have a good night, Mr. Daytona. If you're a Dead by Daylight fan, because they did a crossover, there are Dead by Daylight characters in Night of the Living Cat, as well as a poster for Dead by Daylight in it. But Dwight and Meg appear in Night of the Living Cat. As well as, you can play as a fucking bear from Night of the Living Cat as an Oni skin, with its own Mori. Fucking watch that shit. It's fucking hilarious. But this is the shit I want to do. Do y'all want more of this shit? If you want more of this shit, emote in the chat. I need to see the entire chat filled with emotes. Y'all want this shit? Emote the chat up. You'll probably get it anyway, but I want to see if this is the kind of shit y'all want, because regardless, you're probably getting it, but I want to see how excited people are for it, because this is at least going to be coming to streams. This is going to be in streams. So tempted to screen record that whole synopsis of Maid War. Shakespeare would cry if he watched this. Lord help me. If I could find a way to shorten it some, I would turn it into fucking shorts and tell people this is why you gotta go fucking watch shit. Because, like, I have been, like, letting myself get away from ranting out of fear that I'm gonna bore people or make people agitated. But you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. I love you guys. And if you love me too, then you're gonna just let me rant, because this is what I want to do. This is what I do. I rant about stuff. When I'm not on stream, that whole ranting tirade, that's my normal. Which thing? Which emote thing? What did I miss? Trains. I don't know why it didn't show up in this. It showed up in the thing. It is in chat. Welcome to Z's anime report, where we take a mystery out of what the take the mystery out of what the fuck. But yeah, no, this is what I do. Like, ask Mizu. Mizu, is this my normal?
I just randomly say shit that'll, like, set him off on random rants. And then I laugh. Because it's funny.
My tirades are my normal. Me. Yes, I also speak autism. That's the most accurate thing of the fucking day.
I'm turning that into a shirt.
You're turning that into a shirt? Yeah. Oh. Speaking of pedals, I used one of the topics Z did in a game on Jackbox. Oh, which one? I gotta know. It's a party game. Yeah.
For some reason, like, I always forget what the name of the show or the name of the game is.
Our shorts limited to 60 seconds list. They can now be as long as 3 minutes. Oh, the skinny one! Skinny and Well-Lord and Bullet Seed. Lord help me. You motherfuckers know what you did. Oh, help me. Exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. I remember you said to me that. I'll take more rants with an order of cartoon lore and a side of DVD. Yes. I've gotten better about doing it while playing Survivor in DVD. I need to get better at doing it while playing Killer because I hyper-focus a little too much. Hello, baby. Did you know they put Ed and Eddie in fucking Fortnite? You play as Ed in Fortnite. Thanks to Panda, I now have the skin.
Thanks to Panda, I now have Kenny.
Mizu has Kenny. They also put in Mordecai Rigby, and God, I fucking want that skin set so bad. Ugh. This is Z-Rant while drinking a vodka lemonade. Sounds like the best combo. Motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker, yeah.
Z drinking game.
No, I don't want to get people. I don't want to be the reason why someone died due to alcohol poisoning. But Lord help me.
Every time he yells penis.
No. And Lord help me if I am drinking while having one of these rants, it gets way worse. It gets way worse. I don't even gotta be drunk for that. I just gotta like have that little bit. And the rants get wild. We will go about it.
I mean, that's kind of like me with shit too.
But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's the one thing I have been able to do is I've been like deep diving myself back into stuff that I want to talk about. And I'm going to be going back to writing the shit down. It's called alcohol poisoning, Mizu.
Huh?
That's what Shaver said. It's called alcohol poisoning.
No, playing bad stuff.
I'm in Fortnite, Eddie!
Shaman, you're wrong.
Look, we gotta be rich.
Trying to
Somehow I doubt that, Eddie.
game while watching Bad Santa is called alcohol poisoning.
Alcohol poisoning, the minigame. But yeah, no, so like, Lord help me. I've said fuck it. I've been ranting. Anytime I'm in a normal like mode, I've been ranting. So fuck it. Y'all have to deal with it. I love you guys. You're gonna have to deal with the rants. I'm sorry it's happening because fuck, I'm not doing it anymore.
That's just my life on the daily now. I love it.
Huh?
That's just my life on the daily now. I love it.
I'm glad you love it.
You don't understand.
Well, at least I know that your life's never boring, huh?
Rants are helpful.
See, that's just it. Like, the part of the reason why I had stopped ranting is because, like, I'll be ranting and people will be fine, and then I always, like, wind up getting, like, one or two people are like, can you just fucking play the game? And it, like, takes me out of it. You know what? Fuck that shit. Fuck this shit. I just don't care. You don't go to a streamer to watch the game. You go to a streamer to watch the streamer. So I'm gonna rant about shit.
You go to a streamer to watch stupidity.
Rude. Psst. Even if that is true.
That's what makes the streamers funny.
Wait, I gotta deal with rants like I haven't been doing that for 12 plus years? But yeah, no, so that's where shit's going. It's going, fuck it. I'm most at home when I get to rant.
It's going, fuck it.
You don't play the game, you play the player. Damn right. Lord help me.
You play something called life.
No, you get played by life, damn. But yeah, no, like, that's... Now, I will admit, I do know where parts of that became a problem, because that's why fucking Persona 5 took, like, double the time it takes most people to beat it. Because most people play Persona 5, it's 120 hours, and by the time I finished Persona 5, it was like 230 hours into that game. Because, like, I would stop to talk, I would stop to rant. It happened in fucking, it happened so much in Danganronpa. I had entire episodes where I played, like, 30 minutes of the game, and the rest of the stream was just me ranting. I promise it won't be that bad. I got better. Lord, it got better, I swear. But no, like... While Grandma was sick, I was lost. A lot. Now that she's not sick anymore, even though sadly she's not with us, I remember what I want to do. I remember what I started, and I remember what she encouraged. Because I'm not trying to fix everything anymore. So, I'm going back to where I started. I've said this before, but something would always happen to stop that. And I don't think I want to have to deal with that as a problem anymore. I can do what I was put on this world to do. And I have my grandmother to thank for teaching me the lessons that I know. So I can do that. And so I can continue to make her proud. Even if she's not here anymore. Not back by the time stream ends. Then good night to you all. I'm probably about to end stream, so I'll go ahead and tell you good night, my friend, because I'm probably about to end stream. Because I've got to be up early tomorrow. I got to be up earlier tomorrow than normal. Which I'm usually up early in the morning anyway, but I got to be up even earlier tomorrow because we have an appointment we got to go to.
You know what was funny about that, though? Grandma would occasionally just, like, stop me before when you were screaming. She'll just occasionally stop me and then just, you know, sit me down for a conversation here and there and talk about life. And occasionally at the parts where it's like, it's supposed to be serious, we'll just hear you from the office just fucking randomly yelling, "Penis!" Or some, like, random stuff that you would just casually yell because you're playing something. And Grandma and I would just stop and look at each other, and we'll just, like, we'll just have that look of, well, there he goes again. And then we'll just laugh because of the timing.
I was always the master of good timing. Used to drive Grandma crazy with that shit.
It was hilarious.
Now, before we end for the night, I do have something I have to look at and I have to read. Because apparently...
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on the Discord thing.
Apparently Panda set up something on the Discord. I can't read any of the names. So I don't know who sent what. Yeah, as I scroll through this, like... Yeah, here, give me a second. I will do a screen share of it real quick. Yeah, see, I can't see any of the names. Let's try this. That got worse. It's like, at least for this, I can see what everybody typed. I just can't tell who typed what. I didn't do anything. Oh, wait a minute.
He did.
I have an idea. No, that's not it either. I thought maybe it was because of my of my ad blocker. The only thing I can think of would be my ad blocker. This is currently the only browser I have installed because it's the only browser I will use. It's fine everybody else is in, but it is apparently not on mine. Give me a sec here. Let me see if opening up my phone will let me see it properly. Okay. Alright, so now I have names on my phone. I can see it on my phone. Okay. Just seeing all this, though, trips me the fuck out. Lord help me. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of these on stream tonight because there are so many here. But Lord, do I fucking appreciate it. First one is from Fulfill Your Destiny. Zombies and family, warm wishes and condolences to you all. In this most difficult time, try to keep the happy memories close to you. Help each other, uplift
help keep each other uplifted and check in to make sure everyone is well as can be. Take plenty of time to gather yourself to return to a safe and sane headspace. The community will always be waiting for you, zombies. I've got one from Rabbit Dude. Hey zombie, it's been a while since I've seen you on stream. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Hope you and your family do well. Stay strong, my friend. We have one from Sleepy Sheep. Hey zombie, I heard the bad news from Caleb Panda. I am extremely lost at words. I don't know what to really say to better help comfort you and your wife during this time of grief. Please know that you both are really good friends to me and that you both can reach out to me whenever you need or want. Whether it be hanging out or just a good friend to talk to. I'm always here for you both. I understand what it's like to lose a loved one. It will take time. Please be safe. And I too am sad to have lost her, even though I only met her a few times. She's a wonderful, kind-hearted soul, and I will miss her dearly as well. Lady Rena sent one. I'm so sorry for your loss, Z. I know how hard this must be, and that no words I say will really help, but I wanted to help show you how loved you are in this hard time. I hope your grandma is at peace. Let me scroll down to that one so y'all can see it, because it's this one right here. I hope your grandma is at peace and that one day you'll get to see her again. Someday long from now. Sending lots of loves and hugs. We have one from Frank. You're a good person who really looks out for others, and you should know you have a good heart. Your family loves you. When times are hard, sometimes all you can look back at is your heart. The ones we love are always there. I'm sorry for your loss. I love the little wiggly dog. British TV Nut sent this one. Heard the sad news about your grandma. I'm so sorry your world is turned upside down. I do wish you and your family all the best and sending positive vibes your way. I know this is a very difficult time and sending all the love your way. This was from Hohen. Sorry for your loss, zombies. We will be here for you. Take as much time to recoup. Let's see, next one I have here is from Anth. Doesn't show where Anth's was. There it is. We're here for you, Z. And from Echo, I'm sorry for your loss. May you remember the good times and come out of this strong. Take your time to grieve and remember that you have so many people who love you and support you no matter what. This one's from Hawkeye. Sorry for the loss of your grandma. Hopefully your memories of her... I swear I can talk. My brain is not processing. Hopefully your memories of her bring you joy for years to come. The Force will be with you always, as will I and the rest of your amazing community, as well as the rest of the amazing community you've created. I'm here for you if you need anything. Remember to take care of yourself and eat. I remember to eat, I swear. From Pug Izzy. I'm sorry for your loss, zombies. From Nettie, I'm sorry for your loss. I wish healing for you and family. Remember your grandma lived a fulfilling life and is watching over you. Live every day for her love and legacy she left behind. We have Shaman. I'm sorry for your loss. If you need anything, don't hesitate to contact me. I have one from Zach. Sorry for the loss of your grandmother. Take as much time as you need to mourn. I'll be waiting patiently for your return. I have Shiny Mew. My condolences for your loss. If you or Mizu need someone to talk to, feel free to DM me. I have this one from Kumo. My deepest condolences for your loss. Losing a loved one is one of the hardest things we have to deal with. You are not alone, and we are here for you if you need to talk. I have this one from Alanna. See, I'm so sorry to hear about what happened. Please take your time to grieve. We will be here to give you love and support when you're ready. Alanna helped me out a ton, I'm not gonna lie. From Jaden, may the forces be within you. Keeping the memories of those who were in your life is most important, especially those who were cherished and loved. Make sure to eat, drink water, and stay safe. By doing that, makes the memories more memorable to keep rather than painful to remember. No matter what, you will always have friends, family, online peeps, and some random people that will make your day that much better. That was really sweet. We have Danny. I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, the loss of your grandma, Z. But you aren't alone, and if you ever need to talk, my DMs are always open. I'm here to listen, even if it may seem like my responses feel like I don't care when I do. I've never thought that. I've never thought that your responses don't. I never feel like you don't care. You seem to care a lot about everyone. We have Panda. Now this is a time for you and your family. Just know you are not alone, and we are here for you if you need anything. Little ghosty dude. This one's from Aderan. Hey Z, I know throughout the years you would always speak of your grandmother's perseverance. And while most people knew Grandma through tales of her humor and strength, in addition to that, I also had the pleasure and honor of getting to meet her in person. Although the circumstances were different back then, and I was helping you move out of an apartment and start a new chapter in life, I remember distinctly how spirited and awesome your grandmother was. Despite the obstacles her medical issues presented, she still wanted to do her best to make everyone feel comfortable and welcome when we visited. And I could tell she cared so much about making everyone in that house feel loved, visitor or resident alike. She was a wonderful person, truly. Sending you all the hugs, energy, and support to you and your family right now, Z. You have always been there for us as a community and family when we needed our wonderful gingerbread undead friend to help us through bad days and bad times. Likewise, the residents of the Zombie Cafe will be here for you always. Take the time you need for you and everyone. Likewise, we will be mourning the loss of such a great loved one. Rest in peace, Grandma. she talked about Aderan a lot. She'd always ask when he was coming back, because he only ever got to see her the one time. But she liked him a lot. She always wanted to know when he was going to come back and see everybody. She loved him to death. This one is from Finn. Hazy and family, I really wish I could give you a big hug right now. I'm a very touch communicative person. It's hard to know what to say sometimes. I hope that you are doing alright and that you are holding on to the cherished memories you have and keeping close to those who love you. Take whatever time you need to heal and grieve. We will all be here when you return. We love you, Z. Finn may not know it, but Finn always seems to know the right thing to say. And our next one's from Kelly. Zombie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Your grandma sounded like a wonderful woman, and I will be praying for you and your family during this time. And this one's from Space Boy. Hazy. No string of words can ever fully counterbalance the weight of losing someone like this, but all the same, I'm so sorry for your loss. I remember you always talking about your grandma in streams, whether to give updates on how hard she was fighting, or to share stories about how hard she'd fought before. She sounded like such a strong and incredible and kind person, and I know everyone, you, your family, and this community will miss her dearly. But also remember her fondly. As always, take good care of yourself and take all the time you need. We'll be here when you need us. This one's from Fuzzy Wolf to be specific. Aderan, you always know how to get me, man. But I hope you're doing good. I really do. You always like to have updates on how you were doing. The next one's from Fuzzy Wolf specifically, because I know we have more than one Fuzzy and I get that backwards a lot. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're all here to help you with whatever you need. If you need to talk to anyone, you can talk to me, or probably all or most of the others here. Don't worry about streams. If you can and want to, great. We'll be there for you. If you don't feel like you're in the mood or need some more time, we'll still be here for you. We'll all be back when you're back. I appreciate that a lot, Fuzzy. One of my biggest fears for being gone for so long was because I promised to always be here. When I'm gone for a long amount of time, I freak out a lot, and I was worried that I'd been gone for too long, which I know 2 weeks doesn't sound like a long time to y'all, but to me, that's an eternity.
He's been stressing over the stream since, like, everything started. He has. So,
seeing all of y'all show up, like, especially the ones of y'all that show up, like, at the very start of stream, just like, hi, I'm here.
In chat.
I read it. I appreciated it. had to add the wolf after I saw the other Fuzzy's card.
All the fuzzies.
But no, it almost doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a zombie stream if I don't see some of the peeps here, like Fuzzy and Panda and Dude and Kami and Kyle and Shaman. Like it doesn't seem like a zombie stream if these peeps ain't here. So seeing everyone show up, I appreciate it more than y'all will ever understand, more than y'all will ever know. Hi, I'm here helping. Also, if I donate 11 more bits, I get a new icon. Well, that's neat. Just earned a new 10k bits badge. Well, that's awesome. Whoop. Oh, your card is coming up. Cause I see it on here. Cause that was Fuzzy's. And this one, all the way up here, is Pixel Man. Your grandma was a strong woman from how you described her. Like you said, she proved a ton of people wrong by living as long as she was able to. With all the condolences going around, just remember the good memories of her. Offers virtual hug. Let's see. There's yours. Yours got climbed all the way up. For Soul Reaper, I'm sorry for your loss. It's a rough time for you. I hope you get through this. Remember, your friends are always behind you, Z. From your friend, Soul Reaper. I don't see what you're worried about. That was fine. That was fine. I've helped 10,000 times. Lord Fuzzy, but I appreciate every single time just as much as the first one. This one right here is from Press Stone. So sorry for your loss, Z. It's really hard to get through, but I know you and many others can. I'm here for you, sincerely, Stone. I've got one from Sky, who is Panda's roomie. See if I can figure out which one of these on here it is. There it is. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, bro. Just remember they are never fully gone. They continue to live on through us and watch over us. I appreciate that. I have one from MT. I give you my sincerest condolences in this time for you and your family. With this tragedy, I hope that you still remember the myriad of people who are here to support you. I wish the best for you and your family in these times. I appreciate you, MT, and I'm not ever going to forget that. Right here we have Blake. Sorry for your loss. Always here for you whenever you need anything. He's been here for me a lot through this. I've got one here from Determination Freak. Sorry about your grandma, Z. I know how bad losing family hurts. Have one from Midna. See if I can find it on here. I'm so sorry for your loss, Z. I'm not the best with words when it comes to things like this. Heck, I know for sure I didn't handle my own grandma's passing well. I found myself wishing I spent more time with her, that I'd listened to more stories, that I'd have more memories with her. Let that time you spent, the stories she told you, the memories you have with her be your strength. And if you need people to lean on, we're here for you. Never forget that. I appreciate that.
I can relate to that one.
It's okay, baby. She loved the mess out of you. Don't you forget it. From PK Artcat from Panda's community. They say sorry for your loss. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I know that they're not normally here with us all the time. So the fact that they even reached out at all, I appreciate. Because they didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that they did. You have one from Fuzzy Dragons. I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. If there's anything you need from me, please ask. We have one from Goose. Terribly sorry for the loss of your grandma, Z. And we have one from Sensei Rain. I'm incredibly sorry for your loss. I unfortunately understand the pain you must be feeling right now all too well. It's only been a year since I lost my grandmother, and it was incredibly difficult for things to seem right again in my life for quite a while. I find that in times like these, it is important to remember the good times and what these profound figures in our lives taught us about what it is to be who we are, about how the world works, and about what it means to be a better person than we thought possible. What did their words inspire in us? What were the little things they did or said that you'll never forget? What are the moments you shared that no one else would know? And when you're ready to look forward, what will you do to honor their memory? Remember that each of us carries a precious piece of those we remember, not just in our memories, but in our soul. If you need anything, or even just want to talk, I'm here, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. I need to send him a thank you. I need to reach out to him. I haven't been a good friend and haven't reached out to him in a while, and I need to. We have one from Beneficial Tech, who's also been known in our community as Beneficial Zombie. Hey Zombie, sorry to hear about your grandmother. Hope you're hanging in there alright. We have one here from Kyle. My sincerest condolences to you and your family. May your time of grieving bring about a time of healing everyone the family needs. Honestly, that's that's something a lot of us are having issues working through, but we're trying. We're trying our best on that one. This from Madison Matthews. It must be a terrible experience you're going through right now, and just know that you have every single one of us to be there for when you need us. Love stretches from every corner. If you're circled, and if you're circled in, the outside reaches in. That's heartwarmingly poetic. I need to make sure my sister sees that. We have one from Ari. Let's find where it is on here. Because everything got mixed up in here, so it's not as easy to find. There we go. Take your time. It's the only thing you can truly ask of yourself. Take things as slowly as you need. This is a painful loss, but know she is not truly gone as long as her memory is kept alive. Celebrate her. She's watching over you, wishing for you to be happy and strong. Make her proud. I'm hoping that I do. I'm hoping that I do. This one's from Emperor Bowser. I'm sorry for your loss. Best wishes to you and your family. Can't wait to see you on stream again. I'm honestly really glad I'm back on stream. It was nail biting and it was nerve wracking. But I'm glad to be back. Have one from Artemis. I always like stupid happy to see Artemis on TCG Pocket. I still play TCG Pocket obsessively, so I'm always excited when I see Artemis pop up. Which I know is silly, but I am. Sorry for your loss, Z. Take the time you need and take care of yourself. You're always welcome to reach out if you need to. How? What the hell is that? Huh. I should figure that out. And we have Kami and Dude. Our hearts felt heavy when we heard about the loss of your grandmother. Please know you're not alone as you go through this. We are here for you whenever you need. And that was everybody. I'm kind of stunned. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I'm kind of at a loss. I don't really know what to say. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are one of the biggest factors in how I was able to keep going. Between y'all and Mizu. Oh, don't start that shit with me, babe. Yes, you did. You were there through every last little thing that went down. Hell, you were there to help me take care of Grandma when I was taking care of Grandma. You helped keep my brain together while I was fucking coming apart multiple fucking times. So yes, you did. Everyone else here too. It was literally just the thought process of just it's what is it like? It kept me from breaking down. It was like, well, if I break down, I have to like I can't completely break down. Babe needs me. I can't completely break down. I've made a promise to peeps. I have to come back. I can't disappear.
I didn't do shit. I just existed.
No. No. You did plenty. You made sure I ate. You made sure that I was functioning. You gave me love and affection to make sure that I was grounded. You made sure that I knew that I wasn't alone all the time. And when I was stressing, doing everything for the family and all their bullshit and chaos, you made sure shit got done by making sure I was still functioning.
Here's the thing, right? Like, I've been through this feeling before with my own grandma. I still don't think I handled it that well.
You handled this better than most. That was something she's probably going to be irritable at me telling you, is that she took the loss pretty hard too. At times took it rougher than I did. Yet you were still there for me the entire time, babe. You've shown me this before.
Yeah.
Do you want to read it?
No.
You want me to read it?
You can if you want.
Do you want me to?
You can if you want. Literally, the whole time we were dealing with that, I had that one Hamilton song stuck in my head.
I think it'd be better if you read it.
No. I can't. Not without breaking down completely.
I mean, if I read it, you probably will anyway.
Yeah, but no one would see me. And they wouldn't hear my voice crack. So I don't gotta embarrass myself anymore.
Mizu wrote this right before Grandma passed.
Date's on there.
I was just saying it was before Grandma passed.
Welcome back, Aderan.
How's it going, Aderan? I hope you're doing well. What were you playing today, Aderan? What were you up to before I get into reading this? What were you up to today? And hello, Jenny. How are you? I hope you are well. How have you been? I've been regaling peeps with tales of Grandma today. She always used to check and see how you were doing. She wanted to always know how you were doing. She'd always ask when you were going to be coming back down to see her. Helldivers came out with a deployable tank that could hold all 4 members of the team. I saw the update. I need to play again. I haven't played in ages. It's a lot of fun. I helped Jenna with Satisfactory 2 in her world. Well, hell yeah. I still need to play Satisfactory. I have it now. I need to play it.
Um, but yeah, it was funny because Grandma remembered your name, remembered your actual name, and you're the only streamer name Grandma ever remembered. You're the only she remembered that you were Matt, but she also remembered that you were Aderan, and you are to this day the only streamer friend I have that she would call by her streamer name. Would call it by her streamer name. Congrats on your mission, completed 315 days ago. Yeah, it's been a while since Helldivers for me too. I need to definitely hop back into that. But no, she'd always ask she'd ask how you were doing, and she was asking when you were going to come down and see her again, and just making sure you were doing all right. She's like, and she'd always be like, she's like, well, how's Aderan doing? I like him. That was she would say it exactly like that every time. That's how that conversation would start every time. How's Aderan doing? I like him. I like that one. When's that friend coming back? She would do that all the time, and I would just kind of laugh. Anytime I started talking about streamer stuff, she'd ask about you. He's welcome back anytime. Yep, she said exactly that. That's exact words. He's welcome back anytime. You make sure he knows that. We'll make him breakfast all over again. My grandma would help out any friend I would bring to the house. My grandma was very picky on who she actually liked. She'd help anybody out. She'd feed anybody that came in. She'd talk to anybody that came in. But she didn't actually like a ton of people I'd bring. But she would still open the doors for Southern hospitality to anybody I brought in. The people she liked my one of my roommates. She never really met the other one. She liked one of my roommates. She liked Aderan. She liked Joel. She liked Shaman. She liked Shaman enough where Shaman got invited to Christmas every year. And she liked Mizu. Mizu was the only significant other she ever liked. Lord help me. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are the only one the whole family likes. You're the only one that no one has ever wanted to throw in the back of a truck.
See, I know, like, during the wedding, I would just, like, jokingly ask literally every single one of your family members that showed up, like, you guys approve of this?
You guys approve? A high bar. It is a high bar to set. My grandma was very picky. My grandma would, like, if anybody came in, Southern hospitality was the mandate. Feed everybody, make sure everyone was taken care of, so on and so forth. But there was very few people she would let stay in her house.
My best memory, me jump scaring grandma without even trying.
Lord.
Do they know that story?
I think I've told it once before. So, like, with Mizu, it was hilarious because one of Grandma's first interactions with Mizu wasn't even in person. It was by accident. Grandma was getting in the car, and one of her friends was taking her to a hair appointment. And she turned on the car, and I was on the phone with Mizu. Mizu was at work. She was working at her family's restaurant. And when Mizu's with family, Mizu speaks Chinese. Like, that's it. That's all that's spoken is Chinese. For the most part. Well, right when Grandma gets in the car and turns the car on, Mizu's had to stop to talk to her sister. And is just going off in Chinese. And her sister going back and forth. And whenever Mizu's talking to her sister in Chinese, she sounds mad. They both sound mad. They all, whether they're mad or not, doesn't matter. They always both sound mad at each other. So my grandmother freaks out because the car cuts on and it grabs my phone's Bluetooth audio. So all she hears is...
Angry Asian.
As Mizu likes to put it, angry Asian. Is two Chinese women yelling at each other in a restaurant.
We weren't even yelling.
But that's what it's... I'm sorry, when y'all two talk to each other, y'all always sound mad. You always sound like you're yelling at each other.
I love my sister.
Because you don't sound like that with anyone else that you talk to.
I love my sister, but she just infuriates me sometimes.
The car speaketh... And that was just it. The car speaketh, and the car is yelling in angry Chinese. And... like... I can't go too far into what my grandmother used to do for a living, but I could say that it did involve government work. So, this horrifically panicked my grandmother to no end. Car's been hacked. We've been compromised. Starts yelling for me, freaking out. I think you'd met her once at this point. Had you? No, you hadn't met her. Yeah, you hadn't met her yet. This was her introduction to Mizu, and we had just started dating.
No, this was before.
Was this before dating?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Because this was before that, and like I think this was during that week of me with that one ex of mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You were just on the phone trying to make sure that I don't lose my shit.
Trying to make sure... Yeah, I remember that, because I was trying to make sure you were okay. Because you were going through some shit. So, yeah. No, like Grandma completely freaks, loses her shit. And I hear her because I'm sitting outside. Because whenever I was on the phone at my grandma's, I went outside in the backyard. It didn't matter who I was talking to. It didn't matter what time of day it was. It didn't matter if it was too hot or too cold. I walked in the backyard and I talked on the phone. I don't know why. Because I was the only one in the house at that time.
You weren't outside.
Huh?
You weren't outside.
Oh, I was outside because I heard it. I heard her freak out in the car from across the fence.
I thought you told me you were in the house.
No, I bolted in the house real quick to get around to the door, figure out why Grandma was losing her shit, and I fucking just started cackling because I heard Mizu on the fucking speaker, and I fucking died. I was like, "No, Grandma, that's Mizu." She's like, "What? What do you mean that's Mizu?"
I became the car.
It's like that's Mizu. She's talking to her sister. You caught my phone. Fix my car right now. Because she's embarrassed the hell out of that because it happened in front of her best friend who was taking her to go get her hair done. You fix that shit right now. Better get some Sinatra on my speakers right freaking now.
Yeah, see, that's the only reason why he likes me.
He's just a transformer. Oh, it's fighting back. Yeah, no, Lord help me. So that was a hilarious time when they finally first met, because they finally first met.
We finally met that one, 4th of July weekend.
Yep, 4th of July.
And, I'm pretty sure, we jump scared the hell out of Grandma that time, too, because...
She got to meet you at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I brought you home because that was...
I didn't want to go home that day because I had gotten into a fight with my family.
You got into your fight with your family about me. They were excited when they found out we were dating. So she didn't want to go home, and I was like, well, I can't just leave her, because we were, in a grocery store parking lot deciding where you needed to go. I was like, well, I can't just leave her in the parking lot.
I just said, fuck it. I'm going to Alabama.
Yeah, you said you were going back to Alabama. So I was like, okay, because we were in Tennessee. So I screw it. Brought her home. And walked into the door. Walked up to go, like, I warned Grandma. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. But Grandma doesn't sleep much.
No, Grandma was asleep at the time.
Yeah, but she heard me coming down the hall. So she was like, she wasn't asleep. She was... Which she always did anytime I wasn't home. She never slept if I wasn't home. So I'd come home. I hadn't planned on being home that night. Because this is before Grandma needed round-the-clock care. This is before she needed, like, someone attached to her hip all the time. So, I walked down the hall, and I was like, so, Mizu's here, and it's going to be spending 4th of July with us. Yay! And Grandma was like, oh, well, okay, because Mizu was down the hall petting the dogs, because she'd met the dogs for the first time. And, like, her brain was blown by meeting Simon. So she's like, well, go get her. It's like, you really want to go get her? Right? Like, yeah, go get her. He's like, it's like 3 o'clock. I don't care what time it is, go get her. Okay.
I missed that part of the conversation.
Yeah, so I went and I got her and brought her in. Yeah, because I told her we were bringing home pie, remember? Did she ask you if you brought the pie? I think I remember her asking if you brought the pie after talking to you for a second. Yeah. She asked me if she brought the pie. Because she'd promised Grandma a pie.
I think what happened was, I was like, I brought pie. She's like, oh, goody.
Oh, no, so you brought pie. It's like, what? No, it wasn't, oh, goody. She looked at you first with a very serious look, like, what kind of pie? Remember that? She was very serious, because pie is like her favorite thing. She's like, what kind of pie?
It was a little after that interaction, we found out that we could placate Grandma with pie.
Have a good night, guy. Yeah, that was just it. Like, that was how, like, everyone in the family decided real fast they liked Mizu. Was because Mizu could stop any argument with my grandmother with pie. I could be having a knockdown, drag-out argument with my grandmother. My grandmother would refuse to do anything the doctor said. Would, like, out and out just fucking refuse to do anything the doctor said. She was sick. She'd had a stomach virus and this, that, and the other. And they put her on a liquid diet for, like, 4 days. And she hated this.
I remember that conversation.
I was on the phone with Mizu, and she was fighting with me, screaming at me because
she wanted Cheetos.
She wanted Cheetos. I was like, Grandma, you can't have Cheetos. I just made you soup. You gotta eat the soup. You can have soup. You can have water. You can have juice. You have Gatorade. That's what you're allowed to have right now. And she got mad. She's like, I'm a grown-ass woman, and I'll eat what I want, when I want, and you won't stop me. Just losing her shit.
Specifically, what I remember her saying is, I don't care what the doctor says. I want me some Cheetos.
I want my Cheetos, and I'm going to eat them.
And I had no idea what was going on, because I was at work at the time.
And me and her just yell, like, we're yelling back and forth, because she's stubborn, she's hard-headed. So you gotta raise your voice to match hers. You can't yell louder than her, but you gotta meet hers just so she'll hear you over herself.
And I remember I was at work at the time, came back to the phone, and I just heard him going off, and Grandma just...
You can only have this, and I'm going through this is how you get better. If you want to get better, you gotta eat this, Grandma. No Cheetos. You'll wind up back in the hospital.
And I said this as a joke. I was like, what's going on? He gave me, like, the base rundown.
And I'm ranting into the phone, because I've got her on speaker.
And I just said as a joke real quick, he's like, well, tell Grandma that if she doesn't get better, I'm not making her another pie.
No, your exact words were, well, tell Grandma if she doesn't listen to the doctor and she doesn't get better, then I'm just not making her pie anymore. Boy, I will tell you what. Holy shit. My grandma stops mid-yell, looks me up and down, looks at my phone,
Boy, I tell you what, holy shit.
The Southern's coming out real hard.
She just stops. She just stops. Just out and out. Just done. Looks at me. Says, fine. Give me the soup. Better be key lime pie next time. Swear to God. Better be key lime pie next time. Redmond, I tell you what. You're so stubborn. You're a jackass. You know that? Give me that soup. And just like the fight stops. And she eats soup.
Biggest accomplishment ever.
This was so big, I had to call. I called my mama. I called my mama. I called my aunt. I called my sister. I called everybody. I was like, y'all don't understand, man. I don't get how the hell this fucking work. But she stopped. Mizu find out how to placate grandma. I ain't never seen such a sight. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking managed to knock all the shit out of that. And ooh boy. Holy shit.
I am partially mad at the fact that I didn't get the chance to make any pies for the wedding.
But she still ate that pie. You made pie for her after that, and she was happier in her clam. And I was just saying, that was just, she could stop grandma with pie or curry. She could stop grandma with pie or curry or Coca-Cola chicken. That was it. Guaranteed, whatever it was Mizu wanted, Mizu got, because grandma listened that day. And she was the only person we'd ever seen get that to happen.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm proud of myself for that, because like...
You should be, because fuck, I've been fighting that woman for years.
No, not
shit.
That. Not that part. I meant like, even when like that last couple months when we were with grandma, remember how like she was so sick that she couldn't hold anything down?
Yeah, you get her to eat food she could hold down.
Like she would maybe take a couple bites out of anything that we handed her, even like a small sandwich and stuff.
But then you made her Coca-Cola chicken.
And she actually held it down.
She held it down. She 8 seconds. She never did. And that was, man, people used to joke. Ooh, people used to joke. A few times jackass is a compliment. It was not a compliment. She was still mad at me, but Mizu got the win. That's how that went. That's how that went. People used to joke all the time that, like, man, shit, if Mizu and I ever split, Grandma would keep her instead of me. Shit. That was a running joke. The whole family, that people that Grandma like Mizu better than me, because she wouldn't ever fight Mizu. Because Mizu, if she fight for Mizu, there's no pie in her future and shit. She gonna have that.
She did fight me one time.
Yeah, but you got off better than anyone I've ever met. You only fought with Grandma once. You didn't fight with Grandma. Grandma just got angry. She was angry at me, and you got caught in the crosshairs because you decided to say something. Because you told her to stop arguing.
9 times out of 10, I usually try and stay quiet because it's like it's between y'all.
But that was the one time you couldn't.
That was the one time where it was just like, man, that's hurtful.
Yeah, because she was being mean to me. My grandma, man, she knew the fastest way to hit any button to make you mad. I love my grandma, but my grandma could make you madder than a fucking hornet's nest. Shit. You can tell because the fucking Southern, I can't hide the Southern when that shit happens. That shit comes out hard. All it took is I won't make her pie anymore. That was it, because she'd had Mizu's pie at that point. My grandma loved pie, and then Mizu's pie was her favorite pie. So, like, that was it.
I apparently ruined most pies for more than one person.
Yep, you ruined pies for Grandma, Dad, Mary Catherine, all of them.
Did I?
Yeah. I can use her name, because that's her name on stream.
I know I ruined pie for Bubbles.
Yeah, you ruined pie for Bubbles. Hell, Gurgit would eat your pie. Gurgit didn't eat pie at all, but he liked yours. Shit.
When did he have my pie?
He did the same time Dad did.
Thanksgiving?
Huh?
Huh.
Your pie was the only thing he ate, because he doesn't like Thanksgiving food. He doesn't like to eat Thanksgiving. Your pie is literally the only damn thing he ate that whole damn time. Yeah, he did. Shit. Yeah, shit.
way off topic, but I'm studying for an exam I have tomorrow. I looked at my notes and compared it to some answers from tests and assignments, and I actually just made the whole connection. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Mizu makes good pie. Yeah. Mizu makes good pie. I'll admit Mizu makes good pie. I don't even really like pie. I like Mizu's pie.
When did Shaman have my pie?
Same time. He was at that Thanksgiving. Shit.
I didn't know Shaman
Remember,
had
the pie disappeared the second you brought it out. We didn't have enough pie.
I didn't know Shaman.
Because I didn't get to eat any pie that Thanksgiving because everybody else ate it. You made pie and croquettes, and all that shit was gone. But yeah,
So specifically, my key lime pie is the one that that they make in Sims.
Mm.
It's based on like the pies that the Sim characters make.
Dang it, Mizu, you gotta make more pie. You damn right she does.
Like I said, I'm mad that we didn't get the
We
stuff
need to go back to Grandma's and get your damn pie tins back.
We don't have it anymore.
We're not? That wind up with...
I don't fucking know.
I'll double check.
It went somewhere. Man, I'll buy like 10 fucking pie pen hands.
That'll be on this pie. Damn right.
And I always seem to fucking lose them. It's pie pens, all my baking stuff, my freaking springform pans.
I brought home all your measuring stuff. It's in the drawer in there now. I made sure that came back because I remember how much you loved them measuring cups. But yeah, no, like, y'all gotta come try this pie.
Let me know next time you guys are coming down here, because, like, I will fucking make y'all some pie.
And it's not hard to make pie, because fuck, she taught me how to make it. Mine's still not as good as hers, but she still taught me how to make it. It's not a hard pie to make.
The first... My aunt got mad at me, because I told her that we were making pie that weekend at my mom's.
And you sit at home with me.
She's... Huh?
You sit at home with me, and she didn't get any.
Yeah, she's like, oh, so you're just not gonna give me one? Like, the fuck?
Yep. Nah, she fucking kills it, man. She thinks she can't cook and she can't bake, and she fucking kills it.
I never said I can't bake. I just can't bake cake.
But yeah, no, she fucking knocked that shit out of the park. And Grandma loved her to death.
You know the one that I'm sad I never got to make for Grandma again? The chocolate mousse pie.
The Oreo mousse pie you made?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she demolished that shit. She ate that almost all on her own.
Because that's the one that she would always, like, talk about me making for her again. And
yeah, she fucking loved chocolate pie.
To
Her two favorite pies were chocolate pie and key lime pie. And her chocolate pie, she'd fucking kill somebody for. Everybody else in the family's favorite was the key lime pie. I don't like chocolate pie because I don't like pie normally. It's just like the texture and consistency of it's not my bag. But that chocolate pie was probably my personal favorite. That was god damn, it was good shit. Made biscuits for Thanksgiving one year and didn't get one because everyone else ate it. So that was me with the fucking rice balls I made at the wedding. I made rice balls for the fucking wedding and I didn't get to eat a single damn one of them.
I was about to say that. It all went to my brother.
Your brother and like all of our friends, like I said there, I ran rice balls out to everybody. Went to go.
No. My brother was the one that ate like 90%.
He did. He would have said, "I put rice balls on the fucking plate."
That was like the only thing
he's like, "Oh hey, we're out of rice balls, so I'm good. Like, you got any more ready to go up?" It's like, "Yeah, sure." Had like full plate he brought to me. Found out he's fucking sitting there just like they ain't even fucking making it to the table. He's just eating them. So I just started fucking making rice balls, just taking them person to person to person. And was like, here, rice ball, eat. And like, the rice balls were gone real fucking fast. Other people came in the kitchen looking for rice balls. So I made more rice balls. By the time we were done, I was out of chicken. So I couldn't make any more rice balls for me. I didn't get a single one of my rice balls.
Okay,
I was upset.
Key lime pie has been mentioned more than once, and I have to know what kind of crush. Graham cracker, specifically honey graham cracker.
Yep. With
a little bit of butter and brown sugar.
Did you get all that?
I can send you the video for the recipe.
Yeah, 'cause she got the recipe from...
It's from Nerdy Nummies.
It's from Nerdy Nummies. Yeah.
When Nerdy Nummies used to...
Look, correct answer!
This is when, like, Nerdy Nummies used to actually make recipes.
They used to make nerdy recipes. I have to find that cookbook again. I have her cookbook somewhere.
My only issue with that crust is that, like, it's so difficult to cut through because it holds its shape so fucking well.
But it's so damn good.
I love it. Legitimately, like, that is the only key lime pie I will ever eat. The first time I made it was the first time I was here in LA.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no.
Oh.
Nettie wants a video link.
I can do that. Where's my phone?
I like pumpkin pie, but I don't like pumpkin pie anywhere near as much as I like key lime pie. Key lime pie has been like my one exception to the rule. Like, I'll always eat that. That, and I actually have a recipe for myself. I have a pie. I have a pie recipe that's mine. And it's Kool-Aid pie. And it's some good shit. I need to make that for her someday so she can try it. Because I love me some Kool-Aid pie. That's some good shit. And it can be any flavor you want. Any color you want. Love key lime pie. So yeah, no, you gotta send that to Nettie. Good juicy apple pie. See, I love apples. I love just apples, and I love roasted apples, but I don't like them in pie and cakes and anything like that. I want to eat an apple, either straight up just the apple, or I want to eat it roasted. So the only issue I have with key lime pie from my preferred bakery up here is that they don't do graham cracker crust. Why? I don't fucking know, but they don't, and it's upsetting. But I mean, that's like what you need for key lime pie. That's like legitimately like you need that for fucking pie. For fucking key lime pie. Would you make Breath of the Wild baked apples? Fuck yeah, I would. I have a good recipe for that. I have a good recipe that I have two. So I have one I made after seeing that, and then I have one that I found from a YouTuber that I like, but I like mine a little bit better. I'll post that recipe later in the Discord.
See, for me, it's like if I'm baking a pie, I will bake the whole thing, not necessarily from scratch, but from scratch as much as possible. I don't like using those like pre-made pie crusts.
Yeah, she makes her pie crust like from scratch, from start to finish. And I'm right there with you. I don't like the pre-made pie crust. They suck. Is it the Babish recipe? I think it is. If I remember correctly, yes it is. It's the Babish recipe. But I like mine better than his. Which is rare, because usually if it's a Babish recipe, that's it. That's usually a be-all and end-all recipe for me. But I personally like my baked apple recipe better.
I know it's going to be upsetting for some peeps, but I never had key lime pie before.
You gotta fix that, Jaden. See, I got my idea for roasted apple. Okay, so I'm gonna ask like a dumb question. Have y'all ever seen the movie Sword in the Stone? You ever watched Sword in the Stone? There's a scene in the Sword in the Stone where Kay is eating a roasted apple. And that is where I got my idea for roasted apples. It is a very savory roasted apple.
Nettie's asking me for all sorts of recipes right now.
I got the idea because when I was a kid, I would see that and I always wanted to try whatever the fuck that was he was eating. And I watched it again as an adult, finally figured out what he was eating, and got an idea for how to make it, and I made it, and I fucking kill that shit. For a long time, it was a Christmas tradition for me to eat that.
Is there a panda just now with the lemon anything?
I still have some of the Angry Orchard stuff. I've gone through a lot of it.
Panda, check your Discord.
Oh, I love orange pie. But I love most orange pastries, period. That's just, I'm a sucker for most things that are orange flavored. Period. But yeah, no, so that's how Mizu won over Grandma. And then proceeded to win over most of the rest of the family. Granted, most of the family knew Mizu before we started dating. Grandma knew Mizu because Grandma used to eat at her restaurant. Her and Grandpa both. So they used to eat at a restaurant. They were well acquainted with her before we actually started dating. But yeah, Grandma would do would do crazy shit for pie, man. Grandma was fucking wild. Me and Grandma used to argue all the time, but I love my grandma. Grandma was just wild. Me with a bag of oranges in my house right now. Man, okay, so like I tripped out my roommate the other day because like I was just like I walked into the kitchen, grabbed an orange, took a potato peeler to it, peeled all the fucking skin off of it, threw it in a pot with some sugar, and turned it into a simple syrup, which I then turned into blue curacao. And as I'm doing that, I'm just standing there, just eating the orange. He's like, "You're not going to do anything to that?" "No, I'm just going to eat it." "Why are you cooking the peel and not the orange?" "I'm not cooking the peel. I'm reducing the peel into a syrup. I'm eating the orange because I'm hungry." I did that because the day that Grandma died. No, that was the day of the funeral. Came home and I wanted a drink. I don't drink a shit ton, but I wanted a drink. I wanted some alcohol, and I wanted some strong alcohol. But I wanted it to taste good. I had a bottle of blue curacao. I put it into the drink that I made, and I hated it. So I said, "Fuck it. I can make better blue curacao myself," and then I did. And I put that in my drink, and I was happy. I do the opposite, turn the orange into syrup and eat the peel. Why would you eat the peel? It's so bitter. That's the reason why you use the peel, why you bake the peel, is you take the peel, or you don't bake it. You to make blue curacao. If you've ever seen it in alcoholic drinks, that blue mixture everyone always puts in drinks that makes it look really pretty, but it never fucking tastes like blueberry. Yeah, it's orange curacao. That's blue curacao, which is basically an orange syrup. The way you make it is you take orange peel. Specifically, gotta make sure you got the white part in it, the pith. You take it, you throw it into a jar, and you muddle it in a shit ton of sugar. Basically, equal parts sugar to whatever water you're currently boiling. Boil the water, and take the sugar and pith mixture after the water starts to simmer. Dunk it in there, leave it to boil for about 3 minutes. After you've gotten the sugar properly dissolved in it, strain the pith and the sugar out strain the pith out and put it in a bottle, add blue food coloring, bam, you have blue curacao. That's how you make it. That's how you make good blue curacao. And if you want to have it as an alcoholic beverage, like something you could just have a shot of versus having it as a flavoring, you can either use white rum or you can use vodka. And just store it with it. I store it as a separate syrup because I like to mix it into a lot of different shit, because I like to make a lot of Hawaiian drinks. So that's why we do that way. But you need to make sure you have the pith so it's not all citrus in it. So it's got citrus with a little bit of that bitter hint behind it. Bam. Candied orange peel is tasty. It is tasty. I do like that. I know what I'm doing when I get home from college. Fuck yeah, do it. You make a simple syrup for like any flavor you want. Don't buy shit like meadery or any of that other kind of shit. Where you can make your own melon liqueur at home. It's very easy to do. Just take some honeydew melon, throw it into a jar, throw some sugar into it, let it sit for a full 24 hours, and then strain it. Bam, you have melon syrup. Put it in whatever you want. You want it to look like meadery? Fucking put green food coloring in it. There you go. Maybe I'll impress my dad with that. He used to be a bartender. Oh, hell yeah. You do the same thing. You want grenadine? Grenadine's what? It's strawberry? Is it cherry?
Depends. There are some strawberry grenadine, and then there are some cherry ones. They're mostly cherry.
Yeah, so like you want to make that, just take cherries. Yet again, take like.
You can also replace it with the juice from a maraschino cherry.
I rather just straight up use the cherry itself. Take the cherries, throw them in. I couldn't remember right offhand because my brain's kind of because I make my own syrups, so I don't really know all the actual names for syrups except for blue curacao. I'm just like, I have cherry syrup, black cherry syrup, blue curacao, pineapple syrup, honeydew syrup.
Oh, I like Grenadine is actually traditionally made from pomegranate juice.
That tracks.
Pomegranate juice, sugar, and lemon juice.
But basically, you can make any kind of simple syrup out of any kind of fruit. You take the fruit, take a lot of fruit, you drop it in a jar, and then for whatever water amount you're going to put this in, you take that much sugar, you dunk it in the jar with the fruit, shake it around, mix it, make sure the fruit is cut and like open. And what the sugar does is the sugar pulls all the moisture out of your fruit. Now, if you're doing like an actual like juicy fruit, like cherries, strawberries, melon, watermelon, any of these things, you don't even technically need to do a water mixture with it unless you want to thin it out. You just put it all in the jar, you put a shit ton of sugar in it, and the sugar drains all the fucking juice out of it, and you just strain it out of the jar, and you're fucking done.
Okay, so to answer their question, it is traditionally made with pomegranate juice. Most places nowadays use like a berry or a cherry base. That's why most grenadines that you buy from stores now taste more like cherry.
See, I thought it was originally pomegranate, but I have some grenadine in there, and it doesn't taste like pomegranate. Because I fucking love pomegranate.
Most people use cherry now because that's the flavor that everybody likes better.
You took a lot of Shirley Temples back when I was a kid, and it always tastes like cherry to me. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, because like I thought it was pomegranate, but I was like, no, because the grenadine I currently have is cherry, but it doesn't taste good. So I made my own with strawberry, and I need to make a cherry one.
I've actually never had a rhubarb pie.
I've never had a rhubarb pie either.
I don't know what that is.
But yeah, no. So like making your own simple syrups for like anything. You want an orange simple syrup? You can use orange slices if you want to be more citrus. Orange peel if you want the actual blue curacao flavoring. You can do it with raspberry. You can do it with blueberries. You can do it with pomegranate. You can do it with melon. Fuck, you could turn Coke into simple syrup. Like Coca-Cola. Get your shit right. Turn Mountain Dew. I've turned Mountain Dew into simple syrup. Fuck, I make simple syrups for Nuka-Cola and for Nuka-Cola Quantum. That's how I turned them into sodas. I turned Ecto Cooler into a simple syrup so I could turn that bitch into soda. As well as into shaved ice. Anything can become a simple syrup as long as you got enough fucking sugar and enough time and either a good heat source or, in case of fruit, just a jar. Just be careful. Don't let it ferment too long. It'll turn to something else and it'll get you in trouble.
You know what recipe I want to try? Undertale butterscotch caramel pie.
The Butts Pie!
Or the butterscotch cinnamon pie.
We need to make Butts Pie. Not a fan of Shirley Temple. I like Shirley Temples. I don't have them anymore, though. I haven't had a Shirley Temple since I was like 20, 21, somewhere around there.
You can easily make it.
Well, I know you can make it. It's simple to make.
It's grenadine and Sprite.
Yeah, it's non-alcoholic. I think we're actually out of Sprite. But, I mean, it's non-alcoholic. It's an easy thing to make. Oh, yeah, we do. It's an easy thing to make. It's just I just haven't had it in years. It's like, if I want to drink, I want to drink with alcohol. Shirley Temple doesn't have alcohol. Talking about blue curacao? Yeah, it goes great with rum. It goes great with rum. It goes great with white rum.
Okay.
Make that clear.
Here's a drink everybody needs to try. Blue curacao, pineapple jam.
Mm-hmm.
I
know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck, I need to remember. A little bit of simple syrup, and then pour in some water.
Yeah, so it's blue curacao, pineapple jam, simple syrup. Now, just regular simple syrup, it's a sugar syrup. Simple syrup, and what was it?
And water.
And water. And if you want to make it really nice, add a shot of vodka to it. That's some good shit. How much I assume? Yeah, I'll probably just buy a bottle for summer and go to farmers markets to get some high quality produce. Now, I will say I personally like I wanted to put like Blue Curacao is used in a lot of like tiki drinks, so you're gonna see a lot of rum, and you're gonna see a lot of vodka involved in a lot of those drinks. But they make some of the best drinks. There's a reason why I have a shit ton of geeky tikis. The reason why I use geeky tikis a lot as coffee mugs. It's because I like tiki drinks, and I like the tiki. That's where this started. I use them as coffee mugs, but I also use them when I'm wanting to have a good time. That's what they're actually there for. Rum goes good in a root beer float. Black Spike, I will give you that easily.
You know what my favorite drink to make with a rum is? Long Island iced tea.
Huh?
Long Island iced tea.
Oh, I do love me a Long Island iced tea. Ooh, I love me a good Long Island iced tea. You gonna get there though. I have
half a shot of rum, half a shot of rum, gin, tequila, vodka, and simple syrup.
I also had a little bit.
No, triple sec. That's what it was.
I also had a little bit of Sprite to mine because I like the fizz.
Well, technically, you're supposed to add so it's half a shot of rum, gin, tequila, vodka, triple sec, and then you add in a little bit of sweet and sour, a little bit of sugar, and then you top it off with Coke.
I like Sprite better. Coke gives it the actual tea look, because there's no tea in a Long Island iced tea. But I like the Sprite.
I used to work as a bartender. I also make a really good lemon drop martini, though. I got so many compliments on mine. My mom likes it, and she doesn't like lemon drop martinis.
And that's something I wound up getting at. That was one of the things I inherited from Grandma passing, was I inherited most of the alcohol in the liquor closet. My grandmother had an entire liquor closet. So I wound up with a lot of that, and I gotta figure out what to do with all that.
I do Jack and Coke, which is also technically a whiskey.
One year for my birthday, I went to a Mexican restaurant, and my stepbrother told them it was my birthday, and they made me do a shot of tequila in front of my family. It was awkward because I just drank it without a reaction.
Panda, if you ever come down here for Christmas, if you ever come down here for your birthday one year, I'll make you a pie. I'll make you a birthday pie.
Mom recently offered me whiskey. I sniffed it, didn't drink it because it smelled like nail polish remover, and questioned why people drink whiskey if it smelled awful. So I don't ever have that problem with whiskey. I occasionally have that problem when I get a bad vodka. When I get a super cheap vodka. Vodka to me smells and tastes more like... Vodka a lot of times tastes and smells more like, if you get like a very cheap vodka, it winds up tasting and smelling closer to fucking rubbing alcohol or nail polish remover to me. Can't drink, but I love a good Arnold Palmer. Yeah.
You know one of my favorite drinks to make
Arnold Palmer is the only way I like tea.
I used to love, I still do, I love a good White Russian.
Well, I love me a White Russian, man. Fuck, we kill that shit, but fuck, that's coffee.
Yeah, coffee liqueur.
See, that's also why I like the Haddonfield Horror, though.
It's coffee liqueur and vodka.
You would like the Haddonfield Horror a lot, because it is a full cup of coffee. I haven't remembered how to fucking make it now. It's a full cup of coffee, shot of Myers rum, no, shot and a half of Myers rum, because it's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Shot and a half of Myers rum. Shot and a half of rum chata, then top of whipped cream and pumpkin spice, and that shit fucking kills. That's my favorite horror theme.
I have different drinks for different occasions. So if it's like a social gathering where I don't know a lot of people, I usually stick with like a Moscato, a Rosé, or a wine. If it's with friends, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Then I would be drinking something stronger like a Jack and Coke or a Long Island. If it's days where it's like I want to just forget that day because it's, you know, a bad day or something. Mm-hmm. I don't even know. I would just drink whatever. That's
usually just have me make you something at that point.
At that point, it's like, that's when I start drinking tequila.
What is rum chata? Okay, so rum chata is a brand. It is a brand and a drink that you can buy at the liquor store. Rum chata, it's essentially, you've pretty much hit it on the head. It is a rum that is a horchata flavored rum. It is a very creamy rum. It is very sweet. If you've ever had horchata, it's horchata with rum in it. It is my favorite alcohol, period. Just because I have a sweet tooth, it's really bad. I fucking love rum chata. You want to know the best thing to make rum chata with, though? This is like, I love my Haddonfield Horror. I have like 20 different drinks I can make with rum chata. But my favorite thing to have rum chata is actually the most simple thing on the planet. You want to have a good day, have something simple and easy to make. I made this for my grandma once. I thought her brain was going to explode. This was like her favorite thing for me to make for her. And it's so simple. You just get a can of root beer, or if you want more alcohol in it, you get not your dad's root beer. Pour it in a frosted glass, and take a shot to 2 shots depending on how much root beer you got. If you got a can of root beer, it's only 1. If you got like a can and a half's worth, which is what usually not your father's root beers, and you take 2. And you pour it into the root beer, and it fucking tastes like a root beer float. It's a root beer float. It's an alcoholic root beer float. Rum chata does not last in my house, because if I have rum chata, I will completely destroy the bottle. I can't, like, I have to buy small bottles of it, because I will completely decimate that shit, especially if I have a case of root beer. Fuck, we getting it.
But yeah, no, Panda. Let me test out a few recipes on the rhubarb pod, and I'll send you a link when I find one that I think is decent. Because I've never had it, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
But yeah, no, rum chata, that's the favorite. Period. Do not care. Rum chata and fucking Fireball. Those are my weaknesses. I will drink those into the dirt. I drink damn near anything, but those and I know everyone gives me shit for liking Fireball, but fuck you, I like Fireball. You want a really good drink? You want one that, huh?
Everclear.
No, I don't want Everclear. I use Everclear to clean metal. You want a really good one? Not sponsored by Rum Chata, but if you're listening, y'all, fuck yeah. Actually, no, I don't need to become an alcoholic. I would for that. No, you want a really good one? It's wizard time. Fireball. Yes. Yeah, no. Oh Lord, I know that one all too well. No, okay, so like I used to make a drink back in college, and I have since refined this drink after discovering rum chata. Everclear is purely for those who drink for the love of the game. I've taken straight shots of Everclear and regret it the next day. Lord help me, but I've done it. I've had regrets. I've had rough college days, man. But no, you want to know a drink that's like really good? If you get, it's only for people of drinking age, mind you. But this is good shit. Okay, so you take a can. I'm trying to equal hammered Z. Got it. Usually not, because like it's not super strong alcohol. I'm usually not hammered. I might get tipsy by the time I finish the bottle. Unless I got like the giant bottle, then we might actually finally get somewhere. But it's also when I'm mixing it with other shit. You want to know a drink that'll like get you there. Lord, you want to know one that'll get you there. Can of A&W cream soda. Specifically has to be an A&W. It's never worked right with any other cream soda I've tried it with. The way this drink originally went was a can of A&W cream soda, 1 shot Fireball, and top of whipped cream, garnished with a marshmallow, and cinnamon sugar. Call that shit the campfire song. It's really good. I made it back in my college days. I came up with the idea for it, made it. All my fucking friends fucking love this shit. I have since refined this recipe. It is now can of A&W, one-shot Fireball, one-shot rum chata. No need for whipped cream anymore. You got enough sugar in your drink as is. No more whipped cream. You won't need it. But rim the glass with cinnamon sugar. Garnish with a marshmallow. Gets even fucking better. Like, that's just... It's so good. And I will...
Marshmallow? A singular marshmallow?
Okay, so, like, you don't understand. The marshmallow I was using for this is always, like... They sell, like, these really big, like, pillow-shaped fucking marshmallows in the summer. So it's a big fucking square marshmallow. You literally cut a divot in and you can garnish the glass with it. I made that shit, Lord. Everyone's getting toasted for the night. Because I just make fuck tons of that.
I need to make a snowflake crisp.
But have you ever had a zombie? Yes, I have. That shit... Oh, huh.
I have.
Bad! Bad! Good night, everybody. Lord help.
I do have a zombie with married.
Uh-huh. We all know that's not how you meant, and we all know exactly what you meant behind it.
What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, if we're gonna go down that road,
Bad.
that's not the only pie.
Bad. Bad. Bad.
Anyways.
Lord help me. But no, zombie's good. Zombie will get you there. Bad. Lord help me.
Y'all started it.
Lord help.
Y'all
Lord
started
help
it.
me. Lord help me. Lord help me. Dear God. If we weren't demonetized before, we definitely are now. Good night, everybody.
So I found out 2 reasons why Z likes me now. 1, because I'm a train. 2, because I'm a Transformers. Train Transformer.
They exist and they're awesome. Drink sounds like how the party of everyone showing up to eat pies that Mizu made turns into dude being designated driver for all of us for the next couple of days. Yeah, that's kind of how that would go. I have a non-alcoholic version I could make for dude. Freaking flabbergasted. Why are you flabbergasted? You're a train, then I'm a train wreck. You are not a train wreck.
If anybody's a train wreck, it's me.
No, why are you flabbergasted? By what Mizu said.
I didn't say nothing. I'm so innocent.
If I could just have butterbeer, I'll be happy. I've got some good recipes for butterbeer.
I am so innocent. I don't know what you're talking about, MT. We're married.
Yeah, we're married. I'm going to scoot over here so I don't get struck by lightning.
And not married anymore.
Lord. Mizu is the definition of innocence. Oh, Lord.
I'm so innocent.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just an innocent little
Absolutely. 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 I know you made it. I was like, wait, titty.
I didn't say it.
Now it's a Z stream. Yep. Okay, everybody. It's 2 o'clock. We gotta be up by like what?
7 hours.
7 hours? I thought we had to be there at 9.
9:20.
9:20. Which means we need to be up by like 8:30.
It's nearby.
So, yeah. It is nearby, but I still gotta get up, shower, function. Mizu's innocent, and I have a PS6 demo. Do not cast no beard. I need my beard. Mizu would be sad.
I would.
Mizu would be sad. Don't do that. Innocent is Billy Joel.
I cast
Lord
permanently
help me.
wet jeans.
That's depressing. That's mean. Permanently wet jeans. Ugh. Yeah. Hard cast! No! Not tea!
No. Here's the better version.
Rick shaved his beard and his boss told him to grow it back.
Here's a better version. Permanently moist jeans.
That just hurts my feelings. Don't do that.
Because you think it's dry.
Nope. No. 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 It's bedtime. It's bedtime. Don't hurt my feelings. I do want candy. Actually, I'm hungry. I just need to go eat something. Stop stealing my candy.
I cast Babble Mouth.
But yeah, no. Alright. Guys, seriously, thank you for tonight. I guess. Cupcake. One cupcake.
Which word is banned? Babble Mouth?
No, the M word is banned.
What, moist?
Yeah. Hate that word.
You know what word should be banned? Spoon.
Spoon?
Spoon.
I like spoons.
Not that one spoon.
No, that one spoon's not a spoon. That one spoon's a lie. I'm not going to get into the spoon argument.
Spoon too sharp.
No, but seriously, guys, I appreciate y'all being here tonight. A lot of stuff's changing. It's going to be a lot of chaos. There's been a lot we've gone through, but I'm so fucking glad I have you guys by my side. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. I'll be back tomorrow with more streams and more screaming. I don't know what I'm playing yet tomorrow. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out the entire schedule for the week tomorrow. And we'll go from there. I think I'm going to play Dead by Daylight. I wanted to play some killer matches in Dead by Daylight.
Wait, no, I can't.
You gotta play killer matches tomorrow.
I was going to say I could join, but I got to work a double.
Not tomorrow.
No.
The day after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you'd have to go to bed early. But no, it's probably going to be Dead by Daylight. I want to play killer matches. I need to do some killer stuff. I need to test some stuff out. I know we got 2v8 soon as well. But tomorrow I'm going to play some killer matches. Play some Dredge. I want to play Dredge. I haven't played Dredge in a while.
2v8 is a mode I will never play.
Please try my Wraith build. It has a new Vecna perk. Turn back the clock on it. I need to unlock... I gotta get Vecna to Prestige 1, so it'll take a little bit. I'm like halfway there, but I spent my blood points before Vecna came out. I spent blood points elsewhere. But we'll probably do Dead by Daylight tomorrow. I've seen that trading card shop simulator got a update. I need to look into that as well. February 10th, 2v8. Gotcha. Duly noted. But no, I need to finish unlocking the Vecna perks, which is why I'm going to be playing some Dredge, because I have all my blood point stuff on there. And I have a really mean build I want to run that's really stupid. We're going to see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here for the night. Again, thank you to everyone who's here, to everyone who wrote a card to me, to everyone everyone who's here tonight. I really appreciate it. More than y'all. I'm being serious at the end of this. No. Been a couple since the last time. A few quality of life things. I definitely need to check it out.
Bees?
Huh? Said think.
Bees?
Go to bed.
Bees.
Not the bees. Bees! No, okay. I'm being serious. I'm being super serious.
Super cereal.
But no, seriously, guys, thank you. I probably would not have made it through all this without you guys. Got a lot of new stuff coming. Got a lot of old stuff that's getting fixed. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'll see all of you lovely people again tomorrow. As y'all know, it's always going on. Coffee Fuel, Gingerbread, Undead, and
Mizu.
Thank you. And this has just been a night where I got to see everyone again. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, pleasant nightmares. Bye, peeps.
Bye-bye.